Good morning. Good morning, morning. How is everyone doing? All right, let's get ready. I'm live, and I'm sure a lot of people have Wasteland going on right now, and it is literally starting as we speak. So let's get into this, right? Right? But first, make sure I have my officers right. Officers right. Yeah, they're right. All right, let's get into this. Let's see. Wasteland, where you at? There you are. Hey, what's up, guys? We are live, by the way. Feel free to talk all you want. Same people. All right. Did I already remove this fleet? I think I did. I think I did. I have to remake another one, I guess. That is one. Okay, cool. Good morning, guys. You guys can hear me, right? Someone key up, please.
Yeah, we can hear you, Woody. Good
Perfect.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, actually, it is morning for me. Well, I woke up at 3 a.m. I actually had the day off, and I actually have Sunday off too. So I will be hosting the Monsters here. So I do have it off. So I will be here.
That's
Right.
good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Is it morning over there or no?
It's afternoon here now.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha. So
UK,
yeah. It's right now. It's 8:02 a.m. for me, and yeah.
1402 over in the UK.
Okay. We have 22 people online right now. That's not good, especially against 791 WTF. They they got Say over there. Say is super strong, super strong. I'm not going to be porting around like I usually do. Just gonna speed, try to slow walk a little bit, see where we can go. We can see Drunken Tiger or Drunken Park Tiger change his name. He's going crazy with the unipolar. I wonder if K is online right now. K is online. Okay, so me, K, Drunk Tiger, Playtime, Turu. So we do got our 41s. The only one that we are missing would be Hellfish, which he has one MIA. Go figure, right? I do wish he would come back. You guys can see the screen, right? Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, we can, Woody.
Cool, cool. Not sure if it's picking my mic up good enough. Hold on. I guess before it starts, I should be looking at that, right? Global settings, mic one, all the way up. We're looking at actual PC settings. Not sure it's picking up the mic right. Uh, that's Bluetooth, wireless sound. Um, yeah, that should be. That picks up my audio. Mic. Yeah, well, it is what it is. The people are watching on YouTube. Sorry, tried, but this is the best it's gonna get. Perfect timing. 31 seconds left, right?
You
Dora.
sound perfect on it, Woody.
Oh,
Loud enough.
I sound perfect on Discord, but for the people that are viewing on on YouTube, it's a different story.
Oh, a pain for them then, and you.
Yeah, I know, right? Did you guys all check out that the Warplane guide I made?
Don't think so yet, no.
Yeah, I made it yesterday. Um, yeah, they're already going to the middle, so Alright, that's us in the middle. I suppose I should get in there to defend. I don't see. Okay, so it looks like we don't have many people online, but it also looks like 791 might not have a lot online either. So I mean, it's gonna be fairly even at that point, right? The freak.
Should
Where?
be.
Oh, here I'm freaking thinking that I was in here. I'm still back here. Okay, I'm gonna save my par. Oh, I'm gonna save my parachutes for now. I'm not worried about the points wise. Like I'm worried about our points. Don't get me wrong, but like trying to come in first place, I'm good. I'm good. We'll parachute here. Or am I in battle? I am in battle, ain't I? Here we go. Parachute there. Get these guys out of there. There's a couple new names I'm seeing over in the YouTube chat. One I can't even pronounce. Not even gonna try. It's in a different language. Hello, hello. Not even gonna try. I am gonna speed into here and quickly get them out of there. And then I'm going to jump back up here. Did I not go? Oh, because I'm still in battle. Okay, that makes sense then. Alright, now I'll go up here. Take that battle on. Still going on. Alright, we already got that one. I'll parachute here. Take that battle on. Yeah, this. Did they not show up like 791? Are you guys not even trying, or you guys are seeing this, right? All right, they do need my help over here, so here. I come. Here I come to ruin your day. Ah, eating, eating. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get me in there, and then we'll go in here. All right. Let me grab my gifts. My good old gifts. That should be it. And there's another gift. I'll take it. So I'll hold the bottom of this, or do the best I can holding it, while everyone else is doing what they can. Is did Say not come online right now from 791? It's weird. We do need to get in here though. Oh, we got it. Never mind. Never mind. We got it. All right. Yeah, that does look like a washout right there. And we got 1430 in points, holding it back under at 300. And here they come. Here they come. They're going to be using the Scarlet Guard too. I'm wondering if this is not normal for 791 WTF. They usually come with a lot of numbers, right? So I'm wondering if they're just not going if they're not doing this, trying to get the nation merger. The try to make it look like it's not active or something. But this is not normal for 791. They are usually very strong and very active. So I don't know what's going on. What's up, Tip? How you doing, brother?
Oh, just heading to work, man. Saw you on stream. See,
Yep.
was curious to see if plans any better than ours.
Yeah, this is like I was just saying, 791 WTF. They're a very strong alliance. They just didn't show up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was their strongest Titans?
Put it this way, their strongest person is stronger than me, and I'm pretty strong.
Oh wow,
Yeah, Say
that's pretty impressive.
791 Say, and he is not here.
So lock.
No, this is unlocked. Um,
Wow, it still didn't show up.
yeah.
That's interesting.
Like, well, I would say I think that they might be trying to get a merger by because if you got a real active nation or alliance, I should say, like this, the only reason why I can see them not showing up, at least like with like I'm assuming they only got like 20 people, right? For allowing us to walk through the whole board like that, and we have what do we have? We got 29 people, so they got to have 20 or less people to allow them to let us walk through the board like that.
That's crazy. At least you had. I'm glad to hear that you at least had somebody that had the ability to be per se.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. I guess I'd have to really look. I know that they're I'm knocking on 21. I'm like 29 with officer power, and they're at like 21-3, I think. And the Titans and the Warplane were pretty much right at the same. So I guess we'd say it would come down to like formation because I get the officer power is a huge difference, but that's still pretty close.
No, for sure. But at least you had somebody who had some strength. We haven't. Even this last time that we had one guy that had 2.4 million, and then it dropped down to 2.2, and then 2, and then 1.8. I mean, that was it. I mean, they're sitting there going up against three of us who have fully maxed Titans, and two more that are on the way to it.
Right.
That's not fair at all. It's no fun.
No, no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not fair at all. Um,
Yeah, and you can't even get merit. I mean, it's like I feel like I'm complaining that we're not. I'm glad we're not having to spend per se, but I'm
yeah,
but I'm also unhappy because I'm not able to get merit either in an event that I should be getting merit.
yeah. I'm only at 51,000 for this one, and I'm not going to use the parachutes like you usually do just to get merits. I'm done doing that. So, um,
Same. I did the same.
if I get the merit, I get the merit. If I don't, um, but I will meet them in here to get some points, something. You know what I mean?
It's funny you said that. I kept looking at the points needed just to get to whatever. If I was close to something, I would use a little bit just to get it, and then that's it.
Right. Happy I didn't go wild on the parachutes this time. Usually like the last one we had, it was parachutes, whales left and right from both sides, and we ended up losing just by a little bit of points. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. We lost by probably like 3,000 points. I mean, and I guess that is a lot of points. But they
You
had like
lost?
yeah, but they had like 80 people online where we had like 40.
Oh shit! Ooh,
Yeah.
who is this? What
Uh,
nation was this?
it was 910 or 908,
Ooh, I
908.
wonder.
It was you ain't about it, Bryce. It was his alliance.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a good line. Yeah, they come deep.
No, yeah, dude, they fucking triple teamed me, dude. And they got two people there. I think it's Bryce and there's another guy. I forget his name. That is 1900 melee HP and like 19 or 2000 at attack. So I mean, they're. It's not like they're weak.
No, not at all. And then you add another 78 players on top of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm excited for you. That would have been fun.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of jealous. I ain't gonna lie.
This guy just walked into a wall. He just walked into a wall.
We don't even speed anymore. We just walk down to the final three and we just sit there. And then there's a few of us that'll speed trying to get points between the three towers, and that's it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
so
but
boring.
it's coming to the point where okay, now we kind of want the merits. So do we
Right.
just we sit there and we allow it, or do we back off and let them out so we can have some merits? I mean, 2,700 points lead, or we'll just say 2,400 lead. That's big. You know, it's going to be hard to come back with 2,400, even if Say showed up at this point. It'll be very hard. And I haven't even healed any of my troops yet or brought them back yet.
But yeah, I haven't healed in any of the events.
Oh, here they come. Here they
Double
come.
Wasteland.
They got 6-4 right now. Of course, I'm sitting in there.
Yeah, they ain't gonna work.
No,
Not for them.
Bander turned back, said nope. Nope. Rosemary said nope. Turn it back.
Oh yeah, I know. I love that when you see him recall.
Yep.
That's so funny.
Kay's going in at B3, cutting them off. Kay's like, "What? You're not getting all the points. Fuck you." I see you creeping up to second.
He
So
said, "Where you going? Get back here."
Kay has been fucking moving that account like no other. He's been moving that account, and you know how we can push fast. He's moving it like he is literally buying a store daily.
Nice. That's about us. Yeah, I used to think I used to spend too until we got the 619 guys over. Woohoo! That made me look like a newborn baby.
Well, and I think that's what like the biggest purpose for a merger that people want is like the spenders. It's a little bit of relief. You know, it like cuts your spending down for like events like in the half, or we'll just say a quarter, if it's just one. But still, it cuts it down quite a bit. Oh, I see what they're
When
trying to
you
do.
when you add 20, 25 active players, that just lowers the spending for everybody. It just balances and and here's the thing: it lowers the spending in the actual event, but raises the spending in the game per se because they're trying to upgrade. So it's kind of cool.
Right. All right. I see what they're trying to do. Now they've come. So we're gonna withdraw, reload my troops. Come on, withdraw. We're gonna adjust these troops. Excuse me. We'll use this time, and now we'll adjust these troops. Which one did I use it for? I think it was
Can you
three.
use a real formation?
No, I'm not even gonna use real formation, honestly. Um, in
How many
reality,
different troop types do you take?
I'm just going to do just three: front line,
That's what I do.
back line, and zombies. Everything
Same.
else is I don't need anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, especially for group hits.
Yeah. If I put mid range, I mean, I kind of screw up everything by doing that.
True.
I'm very happy this is not as expensive as Elite War,
I do agree with you on that.
though. Like that sucks. All right, so
It could be if you get the right nation. Don't get me wrong.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, I'm gonna get to the middle so I can figure out which way to defend.
And you'd get more merit than you would EW for the record. As I'm thinking about that.
Dude, like almost twice as much.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, I'm aware
I
of
think the
that.
most merit I ever got was 900.
All right, so they're going
That's about
down.
it.
Looks like they're going to the bottom, so I will go down to the bottom. Um, Here I come to ruin your day. And I'm fully loaded, extended, and all. I didn't use my Aeon. I'm waiting for the frenzy against a locked nation. Guess who's getting some
Oh,
points?
I mean,
Guess who's getting some
what,
points? Guess who's getting some points?
what nation are you guys fighting?
666.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and they'll let you hit them too, so that'd be fun.
That's what I'm hoping for. There's only been 2 locked nations that I've known in the game to actually fight back in Void and everything else.
We beat 722 in DOD.
Good. Did you use my name? Did you
I
use?
did. I didn't. I didn't. I was going to, and then I didn't. I wasn't able to do the final hits, so someone did them for me. So
That's all
I
right.
didn't get the chance to swap.
Do it in EW. That's a difference.
We beat them
Five,
in EW actually.
513 is up against a lot nation, 603 as well.
Your mic is really buzzy right now. There it goes.
513 is up against 603, a lot nation as well.
Okay, so that should be interesting. Just know that you're gonna have no problems, and
That's DMAC 513.
yeah.
Yeah,
But the other the Lock Nation is not, so they'll have
Yeah.
fun. I think that's fair. I kind of wish it was void. The Lock Nation's void wise, but whatever. I'll take what I can, right?
last time 513 was against a lot nation and void as well. But yeah, the lot nations are more fun when you go up against them.
We're gonna withdraw and head
Oh, for
back in.
sure. You actually get to see big battles or have fun and get points, and instead of just staring at bubbles, you actually get to have fun.
Yeah, for sure, you really do.
Those are the fun ones. 100 people battles. Well, these guys are trying. They're trying. They're trying. Cut them off real quick.
E for effort.
Oh, just when they thought they got it. Just when they thought they got it. Oh, they're getting fucked. Oh, they just got screwed.
I wish they'd let you parachute anywhere on the map. That'd be more fun.
I mean, it would be fun, but I mean, I kind of like it to where you can only parachute halfway, because it kind of makes it even for them.
Oh, forget that. I want to drop in and say surprise.
All right, I'm gonna do a fucking ring around Rosie. Take that. Then I'm gonna go here and make sure they can't get out for now. Grab some
That way,
points.
that way you can save the speeds and use them on something else.
Now they're locked in. Now they're locked back in. 6-2, and then there's a lot more 7-2, 8-2. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
One thing
It's not K in there either. It's just me and one other person. 9,
How many
10.
there?
They got 11 to me, and now here comes K. Game over. 12-3. Tuna is there. Tuna fish, casserole. I hope he doesn't watch this. He'd be like, "That's not how you say my name, Woody." I'll get these last couple. I almost feel like it's cheaper speed wise if you just if you're all the way over here and you don't got no ports to port back, just go back to your city, reload your troops, and just speed there. Because you figure you're gonna speed all the way back to the middle, just to speed all the way back there, and you can just reload your troops. I feel it's gonna be the same.
Why wouldn't you just recall your troops to the main base for
That's what I'm talking
every
about.
time? And then you can recall your troops to the main base and reload.
That's what I'm talking about. I think
Oh, okay.
that's cheaper to do.
Oh, for
Now,
sure.
Now, obviously, if it's like just like one line, like how we are, to where I just gotta go back two, it's easier to just go one way. But if I gotta go from here to the very bottom, like B1, then yeah, I think it's yeah, they're locked in. They're trying though. Give them that. They're trying to be
Be neat
sneaky.
if that big,
Yeah,
be neat if that big guy came out.
they're trying to be sneaky right now. So where we're all like, if me and Kay speed over here and then push everyone up to the top, but it's not working.
Poor guys.
I know.
And their TA time is way off too.
Yeah, but there's no.
If you're
Is
gonna do
there?
it, at least do it right.
Oh, I guess they could use the actual timer, the clock at the very top.
Yeah.
I was just looking for like the gift box, the gift box, but I'm like, wait a minute, we just use the timer at top, kind of like EW.
At least they'd stand a better chance and they'd get more points.
It's true. It's a hard hit. You know,
Right.
you come in with 20 versus, let's just say there's three in there. Even if it is just me and Kay, you come with 20 at once. That hurts. That hurts. Versus
Yeah,
the
and like I said, they'll get points. That's the key.
yeah,
Instead of just getting wiped off the face of the map.
facts. That is facts. That is facts. So I started playing another game other than this one too.
Dummy.
No, no, this the other game, dude. The other game is it's kind of like this, but like it's not even expensive at all, and it's fun. It's just like this, but it's not even. It's like half what you pay.
Hmm.
Uh,
Sounds a good one, Woody, that one you're playing, but don't chat too soon because you know how this game started off cheap and then led to.
well, I'm a C22 over there already, and the max is C30.
God,
Yeah, yeah, and I've only been playing for
At
4 days.
one time, it was that way in this game too.
Yeah, but in this game, it was C30 at max at one point, but
You get a bunch of people who are max 330s. You don't think they ain't gonna open a new level? Hell yeah, they are.
oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. But I've noticed from the standpoint where I'm at now, it's nowhere near compared to AO. And don't get me wrong, I'm still playing AO. I'm not quitting AO. So don't think I am. It's just that time where you got your dailies done and you're waiting. You know
Right.
what I mean? You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go play another game.
True.
And the name of that
What's that
is
game called?
was
What
it
is that one?
King? Hold on, King Spot. I think it is. King Shot. Yeah, King Shot.
So when you say cheaper half price, does that mean like double the whales?
There's a lot of whales. There's a lot of whales. But there's a lot of free to play players there too. It's kind of like the same as here, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. They got little events, kind of sort of like ours, but they have to where I don't want to talk about too much because I know Cam will be like, "Well, what do you mean you're playing our game? You shouldn't be saying that on your channel. We're in contract, so on and so forth." But I don't play console games. We all know that. I play Call of Duty here and there, but I'm not good at it, so I don't play it. If I'm being real, I can't fucking pay to win on it, so it actually takes skill. I know that sucks, but yeah,
Well, the game we used to play, Woody, was nice because you got the best of both worlds. You got to pay, and if you were talented at it, you could be really good as well.
yeah. I'll say I'm not worried about the monetization right now. But yeah, Clash of Clans was fun. For like the first 8 years, and then it just started dying.
Yeah,
Trying to get a full alliance into. I'm not even sure what you call it. I don't even remember what they call it, but I know it's not alliance. But trying to get a full
clan, clan,
full
clan.
clan into to doing their war attacks was like nearly impossible.
Yeah,
So
and you lose though because somebody didn't attack. You get pissed.
yep, it's funny they were talking about that because everyone, me and Just the Tip, we actually met in Clash of Clans and didn't even know that we played Age of Origins. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I'm a YouTuber for Age of Origins. He's like, I play that game too. I was like, no way. And at first I was like, bullshit. But for real, like out of the millions of clans out there, we happen to go into the same one. Yeah, these guys are locked in. I don't think even if Say was in here, it would be. I don't think it would be okay at that point. Like they're still at 360 points.
You heard anything about anything new coming? Not saying to say what it is, but saying to any
I
confirmed rumors per se.
um I will say that there is not a new officer coming. Um, for people that has been asking me in private that I've been ignoring, there is not an officer that's coming. I think that what we see right now might be the second from last thing that's coming out before C44, and that's as much as I'll say.
Say that one more time.
No. Okay, so I'll say it. So the warplane equipment right now that we have is the
Right.
second from last thing that should be coming out before C44.
Gotcha. Okay, so there's one more thing coming that we don't know what.
I'm not saying that.
New offer. It's
I'm
gonna be
not.
another offer guarantee.
It's not.
No, it's not. It's not. That's what
It's
he's
not.
saying. So I wonder what it would be then. I mean, I don't want to speculate and get you in trouble, obviously, but still curious.
So if you, hey, I got a question. If you max your Titan with the evolution, do you have to be a certain level to get a skill at that final skill, or is that just never going to be released?
That so far as we know, it's never going to be released. But I will say in War and Order, their sister game, it is released already.
Is there a
You know what
reason
it is?
Camel never gave us that final one?
Yeah, I know. I'm very well aware that they never gave it to us. But in War and Order, it was like a reduce. One of them was like a reduced attack. I don't know what kind of reduced attack, but it was a major reduced attack. And then the second one was an increased attack upon the increased attack buff that you already put onto it.
Problem is they've waited so long now, and everybody has enough tubes saved up to just max it.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of people that still don't have it. You're talking.
Well, I'll go with anything under a 500-600 nation has it, or at least has enough they could get it to a reasonable level. Let's go with that.
Okay. I think that
I understand you get the free play. I mean, I understand
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think you're thinking of like the 20% of the people in the game that's not free to play.
Well, I
Right, but those are
unlocked
the
the
ones that
Deadly
would
Halo
spend.
on them, but
Those
after
are the
that,
ones that would
there's no
spend to
reason
get
to
it,
buy
Woody.
stones.
That's the thing.
Hold on, one at a time, one at a time.
The ones that would spend to get it are the ones that already have the stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
I just don't see a reason to go. So I finally got my Deadly Halo at 7, but I don't see a reason to go any further because everybody told me when they maxed it that there is no final skill.
There is, it just hasn't been released yet. So if you want to save it, like just trying to get like if you're maxed, just trying to save what you have for when they do release it, you can just in the
No,
build.
not maxed. I got that level 7 on gold where you get the Deadly Halo, I believe it's called.
Right.
I just don't see any reason to buy the stones in the weekly anymore if there's no other benefit other than a couple of increases in attack, which I think the percentage was like 1% at the end.
Okay. Here we'll go.
Does that make sense?
All that's up.
We'll go into it right now. I jumped out of that thing. We already know we're gonna win that one. So in the talents, you're on the Deadly Halo right here, and you got the steel defense line
So
on the mail.
let me pull mine up here. So I'm just got on evolution to the Deadly Halo level 1.
All right, let me go into evolution. I'm sorry. For mail,
So I'm talking about evolution after last phase tier 7. It doesn't seem like there's a reason to go up anymore because the percentages are so small. It's like 1% hit
so
point bonus.
so here's the thing. When it actually is worth it to go to max because the HP and the attack and defense does go up each tier, and we all know that the longer your Titans stay alive, the abilities that they have on all your other troops are still in effect. Even if your Titans are weak, if it's max, they still staying alive that one or two more hits. If you know what I mean.
Explain to him what the Halo means and how it works with the Titans and why you want them to stay alive.
Let's let you do that.
You're the whiz. I'm just the questionnaire guy.
I know. As
I'm just a learner.
as
Just a learner.
as you see right
No,
here.
your Halo stuff, you lose things,
Yeah.
and when your Titans die. So you'll lose attack, defense, you'll lose all different stats when your Titans die. So that's why you want your Titans to live
Yeah,
longer, or your stats will decrease drastically.
a lot. It's kind of like when Titans fall, it's pretty much over. Well, that's exactly why. It's like when that Titan fell, um, all those stats that came from Titans are no longer there. Like
Okay, that makes sense.
you go
And they
from
call it Halo, don't they? Is it Halo? What they call it?
yeah,
Anything that says Halo is what drops. If you look in your talents, you'll see it. Also on the Warplane, same way too.
yep. It's
And your Warplane drops.
it's the deadly Halo in the talents. And this is actually a good one because it literally increases for the troops and the biochemical zombies. That's a good one.
And have you seen any max stuff with all the new plane equipment yet?
Not really. I've seen
Curious
about.
to see what they're. I'm thinking 2400 was going to be out there. Melee HP. It's going to be sick.
Matter of fact, I thought I saw someone with 2400. Melee HP and like 2320 or 2330 attack.
Damn,
Yeah, it's.
that's sick.
I did
That's
get.
Ironblood fake stats.
Oh my god. Or even EW.
Woo, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
I didn't really get to test out my I got that the bomb.
Nice. Yeah, I have it. I love that thing.
I wanna test it out because I haven't even we'll just test it out in no, I guess 2 week. Where is my fucking farm at? Is he hiding? No, K kicked him out. He was here. K kicked him out. He was there.
That's funny.
K kicked him out. Well, he was farming K for a little bit. And K fucking
Oh wow.
pushed. K pushed. So I'll do a plunder. Um,
You're too nice.
well, I don't want to lose what I got where I'm at right now.
Gotcha.
We'll do a simple plunder. The 2-3-2 formation. People will ask me, why do I use 2-3-2? And the simple answer to that is that you see that halo that's right there on the ground. When it starts, all the troops fit inside of there. Now, if I go against a stronger one, a stronger person, I won't be using a 2-3-2 formation.
So that's something I'm learning. When you say all the troops fit inside there, if they are not inside that circle, they're not getting that benefit.
Correct. So you see see how my troops fit right inside. Well, some of them
Except for your front row, yes.
yeah, but front of those got some. But yeah, they sit inside of it. If you got them going on the side here and going on the side here, well, now you're allowing them to not only activate the kill, but Thor and everything else that a 2-3-2 formation. Which again, I would not tell people to use it if you're going against a very strong player like yourself. That's just like someone you use for. So it's like doing the Axeman kind of attack on me. I'm doing it just for purposes to watch.
What's your melee go to? Let's look.
All right, let's look. 2138.
That's nice.
Then 2000.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that.
I do have that last one at 11.4. That new skill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but 11 compared to that, what is it, like 100? It's 117, I think I've seen someone have. That's 11% ain't shit. But but again, you know what? I know you guys like the mines and do your math with the mines. I don't like doing it with the mines because I'm weaker in the mines, but in like void and I hit a city, I'm much stronger than that. Way stronger, like 22s.
Do you not
Yeah.
get the alliance buffs in the mines, or you do? What I mean buffs, I mean like the donations.
I believe they're all counted in the mines. The only thing that's not counted in the mines is Siege off Panda.
And
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
I'm running 2320 in the mines now. Melee HP.
Yep. Boy, Woody, you're gonna have to be nice, man. These guys are gonna quit the game. You don't let them get a castle soon.
I wasn't even in here for a minute. You know, I was just sitting here and walking back. They're not gonna quit the game. They're not gonna quit the game.
Give them.
Oh, here's Osmond. Osmond's another 41 that's pretty strong. So one of their big players have came in. He's at 20. He's like 20.5 officer power, but against 14 people, that ain't gonna be enough.
Yeah.
No, like you said,
Still
they
nice to
need
see.
to come out together with 20 people at the same time.
Yeah, which they're not. Oh, you ain't about it. Bryce is in here. His nation fucking whomped us. They came in heavy.
They're putting up a fight on the bottom there for at least a minute.
Yeah, and then 10 of 41 flew in there.
You guys are mean. I hate people like you.
Well, usually, like if we're like this, I'll just go back in here and wait. But I was just showing you guys. But in fact, I think I will just do that. Oh, there's Osmond. So he is a strong one. He's got. See, it doesn't matter. Even with if Say was in here, um, it wouldn't matter because there's just too many. See, look at that. He's at 1 verse 9, and I know K. K is gonna come flying from somewhere unless he's already in there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's eating.
They might actually get you.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
And Woody said, "Nope, I'm coming."
And Kay was in the same one as me. So Kay was just fucking babysitting as well.
You guys are mean.
You know they're seeing this too. You know it, right?
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like, oh shit, here comes Woody. Here comes Kay.
And get out of my tower.
Osmond bailed out when he see me coming. He's going for the set. He's going for the middle now. He's going to take them out. He's going for points.
What'll be even funnier, Woody, is if they see you on the podcast live with it.
Yeah.
Can you parachute to that middle one or no?
I don't got any parachutes with me right now. I got plenty of troops left. Here I come. I'll sit in the middle and wait for him to show me his next move. Alright, so he's going up. He's going up. How's this one looking? Yeah. He's going to eat that. Here I come. I'll put an end to that. And then K is going to B6. I said, nope. Not today, Osmond. Oh, 341s flew in there. Oh, man.
That's nice to have some speeders work together.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference. But now you can't parachute to B1, can you? You have to go all the way around.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see. I know what they're doing. They're going to wait and see which one me and Kay leave. Because we got 341s in here right now. So, okay, Osmond's going down. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming. I'm coming.
So much gold for a silly event.
Yeah. It's not a lot of gold if you compare it to EW. EW is fucking ridiculous. They got
Yeah,
more.
right now my alliance we focus mostly Elite War and Kill Event. That's it. We do Polar to get the merit and stuff, but
Fuck Polar. I didn't even
we,
show up.
we tell we tell everybody save your heals and speeds for either Elite War or Kill Event.
Yeah, I didn't even show up for last Polar. Alright, so we're gonna win that one. And I'm gonna go right into here. And right back into B1.
Polar is starting to get tough.
Yeah.
Matchmaking is just every week. It's like we gotta fight and spend to win.
Like Mega Whale. Mega Whale nations, right? Unmatched.
Correct.
Well, and that's the thing. When it comes to those kind of team alliance events, the more you win, the tougher it's gonna get. If you just sit back and let some, win, the hardness will actually will lower down. It won't be like
Yeah,
that all the time.
it's
We've
hard
been
when you.
getting our ass kicked for a while, and we battled an alliance that was 3.8. We weren't even close to that.
You know how it is, Woody. When you got
Yeah,
a bunch of teammates that are competitors, you're gonna compete.
I agree. I agree. I agree 100% on that. Where is the battle? Where's the fucking battle? I know Osmond hit it.
I think winning is just as addicting as spending when it comes to this game.
Oh my god, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh, I just need a little bit more. It's like crack, guys. Okay, Osmond's up there. 8 people.
You don't have any parachutes left?
No.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't send her that one. I think Osmond's full is out of troops. I think he's out of troops. Even with 6 people in there, it should have been less than that or more than that. I think he's out of troops. Come on, Osmond, give me some freaking points. I think they're all out of troops. That should have been.
Today's
What's that?
the last round, right? Today's the last round for Wasteland.
I think it is. Yeah, it is.
Hopefully, we get a break.
Well, who you at? Who you with? Dude, I honestly thought this was going to be really tough, like really tough, but they didn't show up. And I'm not talking shit about them at all. I don't want them thinking I am. They just didn't show up, and I think that they might have been, thinking about saving for frenzy, if we're being real, or
I think
void.
they're a kill event, and DoD Triangle War Nation.
I think they're ranked in the top 100 in Elite Wars.
Yeah,
They came pretty hard the other day in Elite Wars, so maybe they just don't play this.
it might not be. It might not be. That might be exactly what's going on. I don't think that they give two shits about this one, or they might not be in what they want to play.
I like it. I like it. The merit and it's cheap. It's one of the cheapest events.
Yeah, yeah. Like usually EW is like a hard EW. You're talking about $500 worth of fucking speeding around.
And heals. Well, I mean, you got troops, but for the
Yeah,
guys that don't have.
yeah, yeah. All right.
One
So
thing I like about this, rather than Polar, is that you get troops you play with instead of like in Polar. I never heal my mid range troops.
you really don't need to. Yeah, I didn't even use mid range troops in this one. It was just front and back. I let everyone else that brought their mid range in use theirs because
That's what I'm saying. It's nice. It's nice when you don't have those, so you don't have to deselect them when you're trying to heal.
I agree, absolutely. Holbrook,
Good game, Woody.
you guys have yours yet?
Yeah, we just finished. I think we might be number one, honestly.
Yeah, you guys haven't lost any of them, right?
We lost the very first one to Ronaldo in Treehouse.
We lost our very first one to 756 DOA. They come with fucking numbers. Like, like Bryce, if you play them, they're gonna give you a really rough time. Like they came with numbers. Like they came with like 30 people on the bottom, 30 in the middle, and 30 in the top. And this is the very first time we ever played it. So of course, me, I just sped everywhere thinking that that's where we gotta go. That's why we gotta do it, like how EW is, and it's not. It's team. It's done by team only. All right, so now we'll go into the warplane where I'm at. You guys, Holbert, did you get to see that warplane guide that I posted?
I watched the first half. I gotta finish it up today. Sorry.
So I mean, it's so hard to judge what's going on, and I've seen someone say, "I totally disagree with you, Woody." And the thing is this is I'm going off of what's going to produce the most damage. Um, like for instance, the two planes and that storm bomb. That's going to produce the most damage on every attack.
Woody,
Um,
I read that comment. I'm like, what the fuck are you disagreeing with, bud?
like, I'm being real. Like, I went by what's doing most damage. I didn't go off of like what can give you more melee HP and melee attack or long range attack. I didn't go off of that. I went off by what actually is going to do the most damage. Um, in this one, it's the all time. Like literally, it literally says damage every time. That's not a chance. That's not a freaking. It's every time. It straight says it. If that launches, it's doing damage to everything. And that storm bomb, I mean, hit enemy target, like damage to hit every target. Like, come on now, you can't go wrong on that.
I wonder if the word damage is the right word here. Like you know how on the Saki skin, it also says damage, but it doesn't actually mean damage the way you and I usually talk about damage.
Let's look at the Saki skin.
I feel like they've started convoluting the words, which is going to make it all harder.
Where is the?
That was it. Yeah. See, they changed the wording. It used to say damage in that when it first came out.
Yeah, I could have swore it did. Yeah, stacks of blood. Well, okay, so that's not the breakthrough. That's not the
It
break.
added two before when it first released. It said something like adds 2% damage, but it wasn't clear. It said 2% damage, and then it listed like attack, HP, and defense.
But here's the thing: they're saying breakthrough skill. This isn't a breakthrough. Her breakthrough.
Her breakthrough is that
Yeah, you're right.
cross
You're right.
nation. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the breakthrough. So I don't know why they're
Two
saying breakthrough
or
because this is what they're really talking about is this right here. No, this.
breakthrough.
No, because the breakthrough is a 1.5. No, it is.
Yeah, right there. I
Okay,
have it
you're right.
right
You're
there.
right. Why was I thinking? Why was I thinking that this was the 1.5? Okay, I got it mixed up.
Crap right there.
I had it mixed up.
That's a joke too for a boost.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like all the warplane wording is mildly confusing. It's like adds another 155% damage. 155% of what?
Right? That would be like, oh my god, kind of shit, you know?
That's why I think it might just be attack. But I mean, who cares, dude? Like you were asked to put out a guide with limited information, and you took the best guesses that people gave you. I mean,
Yeah.
what more can you do?
Yeah, if I was able to have the complete breakdown of everything, like the way Camel does it, and like the developer mode, to where I can see what max is and stuff like that, it would be a different story. I was able to do it very well with this one because I have everything. I can just go and look. Versus this, I don't have these, so we all.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
the wording The
Yeah,
wording is complicated, but also even beyond that, like if you're looking at the very bottom row and you're looking at the very last thing on the right, that is a damage, like our traditional discussion of damage skill. So it will be valuable, but if you just had a chart and you just circle that, that doesn't even convey all the information. Like adding 10 levels of HP and attack is probably more valuable than adding one level of the damage thing. So it's all people just have to understand how things work.
yeah. I agree. I agree. This, I think people, and I'm sure you agree with me. This will be probably one of the best skill out there in for the warplane equipment.
The bomb?
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
bomb, but I'm talking about this melee damage reduction because if this is going to be the last one, if you think about it, with the talent, the very last one is the increased damage to melee. They
Yeah.
made sure that was the very last one, and honestly, in reality, this is a very good skill, probably the best one for the plane as well. So, assuming that they made that the last one, I'm assuming that it's going to be major, and eventually something else is going to come in it that's going to conflict with that, like going to add to it, kind of deal.
I've noticed a lot of whales. I won't say them by name in case they want to keep it secret, but I've noticed that stat that you're focused on right now
Hmm.
is where a lot of whales have already invested very heavily.
Yeah. Imagine why I have it. You're absolutely
Yeah.
right, dude. Like they noticed that when the tree was very serious when they got it. So they're assuming me, and everyone else is assuming it's going to be the same way here. Most expensive thing is, I mean, it's one of the best probably. I can't
Yeah.
imagine. I can't imagine Camel's going to be like, "Here, I'm going to make you spend $20,000 to get this, or $5,000 to get this," and then it'd be crap. I can't imagine. Even though they do it, but I can't imagine doing it for this. Not on an OP kind of thing release that they did.
Yeah. There's also the damage to melee troops, which is pretty good. The first skill on the second row.
Yeah, this one. This one, honestly, like I said, like this should be the first thing. This role should be the first thing everyone that's like not a major spender should be pushing is right here to get these. Not only this, the reduce the increased damage to melee, but those golems. So
Agreed.
this should be the very first thing that they should be pushing.
Yeah, I agree. I told Lead God on the Monsters with Mantras a couple of weeks ago. That's where I told um, all of the people in my nation who were like, I don't want to read anything. This is before your guide came out, obviously.
Yeah,
They were like, I don't want to read anything. What do I do? And I was like, just focus on the first and second skill on the second row.
absolutely. You see, in Echoes, his guy that was pretty. If you're a numbers guy, I mean, I'm kind of a numbers guy, but I don't like doing the whole numbers on the live or whatnot. But he's a numbers guy, and his shit was pretty precise. Um, that if you are that numbers kind of player that like to do the adding, subtracting, dividing, and figuring out exactly what's what, his shit's gonna be um, really good to follow. And he did just start his YouTube channel, so um, he's gonna be he's like the Lumberg, if that makes sense. If anyone that's followed Lumberg in the past years, he is like Lumberg. He's gonna tell you straight up how it is to the stats. And then you got you, Holbrook, and Lee Guy doing a lot of testing on right now. Uh, not gonna ruin the surprise in the long run, but the testing is going on. Um, you and Lee God are doing it, and there's been some pretty eye-opening things that a lot of us are being seen with these testing that's going on.
Yeah, man, it's fun. None of us really know what the warplane stuff's going to do, though, but it's fun to try to figure it out. Also, I think, like, I don't know, sometimes we focus a little too much on like micro optimization, where the reality is if you level everything equally, you're going to kind of get where everybody else gets anyways. You might get like a small advantage in a short term while there's limited stuff packs available, but it doesn't really last. Everyone's going to level all their stuff up, right?
Eventually, yeah. Well, not everyone, but like the whales out there, they're eventually gonna catch up, and it's gonna be the same with
But everyone will do as much as they can. Even if you're not
right.
a whale and you only have a purple plane unlocked, that means you're going to be able to focus exclusively on like golems.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Who? So do we know? There's one more round of this wasteland. Do we know if there's if this was the last round, or is there still one more round after this one tonight, or is this going to be the final score?
I think there's one more group to fight, but this is
Okay.
the last week. I think it was 8 weeks, and this is it.
I didn't. I'm not gonna say anything bad about this because I mean, guys, it's fairly cheap compared to all the other events that we have, and we all do like Elite War. Let's be real. We love Elite War, and it's fairly just the same except for you can't just burn the castle right away if that's the case. But it's fairly the same. The speeds and the heals are very cheap. And sometimes you don't even need a heal, such as this last one. I didn't need a heal. It was I don't get why they didn't show up. I don't get understand that. And I hope to God they weren't like. I hope he's not live. I was, I was, and everyone's seen it. But like Elite War, I want to see where they are in rankings. Oh yeah, I'll show this one. We lost against 443. I'll show this real quick. Versus making a video, I'll just show it. I didn't show up until like I think like 5 or 10 minutes late. I was in the middle of driving home from work when it happened. No, it wasn't. I was sleeping and I woke up and joined. I think I joined like when everyone was like right here. Or maybe, I don't know, I haven't rewatched it yet. But when I did join, I got tag team. So K, SMF, the 41s did show up. So it's not like people didn't show up. Like I'm not even in this yet. And they tag team K. You see that shit? Holy cow! Yeah, they came. Okay, let's slow this down a little bit. We'll go to 2, so it's better. I still haven't joined yet, but I mean I promise you I did join this. Just I was late. Yeah, there I am. I just joined. So 15 minutes in. No, I'm sorry, 5 minutes in. I finally joined, and then they come after me. But I mean, they had the idea of they know who the whales were. They did their research. They did their homework on our alliance, which is what you guys need to be doing when it comes to EW. Do your homework. Get to know who you're up against, and then tag team them, triple team them, quad team them. You got to stop those whales from burning them because if this line gets over here, it's not good. So that K's going down, Popeye's hitting here. Here I am going down with K. Pushing here. I went back to here because I seen the top. Here I go. I think I'm going to go to 6 if I remember right, yeah. Yeah, and they fucked me here. They got me bad. Real bad. Yeah, I'm all by myself. Look at that. 3 of us only. And at this point, it was just too much.
Woody, yours is still going?
What? No. This is EW. This is a replay.
Oh, I thought you were still going. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No. This was a replay of our EW against 443 UKL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
How'd that go?
well, we lost pretty bad too.
It happens.
Yeah, they came ready for the Super Bowl.
Oh, they have big numbers.
Yeah, they came with numbers and they came with a lot of speeders.
Yeah, they got a lot of speeders.
Oh yeah, they were tag teaming me and Kay, and if I recall, Popeye right here is what saves right there. This is what ends it. We're locked in here. They're winning this one, and it's game over. Yeah. That's
Yo, the new event that parachute is OP.
I know, dude. Right? I know, right? That parachute is just. I love it.
I I missed last round, so I had a lot of gems still,
Okay.
and I was parachuting everywhere. I feel bad for I played gun.
Dude, that parachute. See, ours was just like we were up against 791, and we'll check out 791 now, uh, so everyone can see what we were up against. So the homework that we did, we were prepared. Just they just didn't show up, and on the very last one, I don't know why they didn't show up, but I'm assuming being that their big player did not show up, I'm assuming that they're being ready for either EW or some kind of other event that they go heavy in. Where are they? There's somewhere in here. 797, 96, 95,
I'm gonna need
94.
I'm gonna need the Sacred Light gang in my group to step it up. We just fell behind somehow.
What do you mean you fell behind?
Like we're losing to the Sky Alliance.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what's funny? By that third round, like on the second round, we're usually winning, but by the third round, we end up losing by like 20 points.
Dude, it's crazy. I think it's because I gotta go look and like it doesn't show me like who's on the Sky Alliance for them.
So
I can't find.
you can look at it and see who's on there.
I've been looking. I can't find it.
Global
So
ranking.
yeah, let me go into it real
Whoa,
quick.
whoa.
Well, before I do that, since I'm in 791, I want to show people. So this was the homework that I did. So we have a 21-8. That's where he was at. So he's just a little bit stronger than me. Um, this guy Osmond, he's just as strong as me when we're talking about officer power, guys. We're not talking about the Warplane or the Titan. But say I know he is. He is very strong, or she, whatever you want to call it. So I mean, they have a decent amount here. 18, 14, 12. So I was like, well, I mean, this is going to be tough. They're going to show up. So we went heavy, and I mean, 3-2, 3-2.
Found it. I know why we're losing.
Why?
Sky Alliance has him from 255, Sin from 219 at the top. Oh, that's brutal. And UBN 269.
Talking about
Jesus.
boobies.
Boobies? Did you say boobies? All right, I'm looking for.
And it's got 379 core.
Where was it again that I
Yeah,
gotta go
it's
check to see battle record? No, fraction record. Yeah. So this is the people on my side, I think. Yeah, these are the people that.
You can see go to your honor ranking screen, Woody.
Okay.
Where you can also see global conquest, and you can see both factions there, if you want.
Wasteland.
Yeah, right there. Yep,
Okay.
Yeah, you see, you got to click. So I learned you got to click on each side. So like
that's
you
right.
can click on the left side and the right side, which tells you which is on whose team. I'll
And so
say
like
that.
each global have two number ones, one
Yeah.
from each faction.
So we have on the sky side. This is our lineup. We got 7-9, which is Ducky and Beast. 732, 746, 737, 772, 726. So that's our basically our team. And then you go back there, you click on these guys. They got Holbrook, they got these guys, they got Lap, Deadaway. Like these guys they got a good lineup. They got a real good lineup.
Go look at. I just sent our bracket. Wait till you see ours. You're gonna be like, bro, it's so lopsided. It's terrible.
Let me look. Let me blow the screen up real quick. 1 to 415. Jeez. So you got Gun, 309, 372, 320. I mean, you guys got some good players, good alliances in there. Let's see what.
I mean, wait till you see the other side.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Like, whoa, what?
Yeah, that's. Okay, never mind then. No offense.
Like, bro, we have 2 385s in the top like 10, and then you look on this side, and it's like, bro, what in the world?
Where did this
The
matchup
fact
come?
that we're even keeping up with them is diabolical.
Yeah,
I'll show you
honestly,
the score.
I'm surprised that freaking Lee God's not in here with y'all.
I mean,
But he
it'd be
might.
more fair if he was in the Sacred Light with us.
Yeah, but I think he's in the next bracket. Jeez, Sin him. Oh my God.
What's the range? It shows you the range at the top.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you what the score is looking like right now. We were
Lead
up
God,
early in the beginning.
Lead God's probably just in the other faction because he would be in that
Oh
range,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, he would be in there for sure, but he's not in our bracket.
Right.
The craziest thing is the top 10 over there for the Sacred Light or whatever it is, the one that 255's in also has 269. Let me go look. Oh, it's crazy. They have so many people.
Jeez.
But yeah, 269's down there. What's it called? 379 with the Marcus Alliance, WAW. They're in there. RSN from 354, Zip.
You guys
Like,
still. I
bro.
mean, you guys did get the win. And
SVS from 278, EMF from 113, 208 ASW. Like, bro, what is happening?
what's going on here?
373 RAO,
Yeah,
bro.
that's the nation
Oh,
I
and
came from.
League Gods 357 cities in there.
Um, depending on what time it is, I don't think if it's like the same time, I doubt Lee God's doing it.
Bro.
But his city's still going to be there. Someone's going to be flying around,
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
and someone else is going to be grabbing their ankles. Just saying.
I'm just here trying to get my individual score at this point.
At this point, that's all. Ours is close, point wise, because I know at that second round we always lose the lead, or by the last round we lose our lead all the time, and I don't know why or who's in there. But like right now we're at 4,495 wins, and these guys are at 4,361 wins. So that's 130.
Yeah, you're in the same position as us, except you're winning.
Yeah. So I'm wondering after this next round, if this is going to switch. But I mean, how many are fighting at the same time? I guess
Look at
that.
the rewards. I don't think the faction thing matters at all. Like, look at the losing faction doesn't really get rewards that suck compared to the winning faction.
I just want the bragging rights, bro.
I mean, we fought as hard as we could to stay number one in our faction. I'm with you on the bragging rights. I'm just saying I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you much.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
it
it
gives you
matters.
500. You get 500 if you win, and you get 300 merit if you lose.
Right.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's whack.
It's
All
a,
right.
it's the
I'm not as
nobility.
pressed about it.
It's a nobility award that counts.
Yeah, I'm getting close to the Duke.
The Duke. I don't even know where.
Yeah.
So I'll be getting the season rewards because I got 3-1, and I think 2.2.
Oh yeah, you see, you're a Duke. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're at the top.
Yeah.
You don't even need to do anything anymore. You can just chill.
I can chill, twiddle my thumbs, tie my shoes.
See, yeah, I gotta. What's that? How many more rounds is there?
This was the last one.
This was the last round.
This was the last round.
No,
Yeah.
I need to go a little harder.
You
Damn.
Woody,
Yeah.
Woody, you can find it. You can click on the question mark at the top on that screen that you're already on,
Okay.
and then go to schedule at the top. There you go.
Yeah. Last round. That was it today.
All right, Barry.
No. I should have went a little bit harder.
Oh, it's funny you said hard. That's what she said.
We had a rough schedule though. We had 269
Yeah.
first round. We had 374 Orc second round, 528 WOG, the Walk Nation third round.
See, and
Like, bro.
here's the thing. Even for say you already know you're gonna lose. Let's say you're against him or Sin. you already know you're gonna lose. So at that point, if you want to get the full points, you're just gonna have to use all the fucking parachutes and the whales and all those other buffs that you get with it. I mean, they're not cheap. You know, the 40 of these parachutes is $200.
Yeah, it's painful.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the whale being only 180, that's what what $18. So $20 a pop. We'll just say, give or take. Um, that actually lasts until you die, from what I understand. Because I remember seeing it multiple times. Maybe it's just for one. No, I thought it lasts till you die. So if you go to one thing, you go to the next thing, it's still there. Or maybe it's for just one. So one whale in a battle, phantom whale attacks one time every 2 seconds damage. See, it doesn't say if it continues, but I could have swore it does. Either way. Either way. I like this. I like this one. This event. I really do.
Yeah, this event's dope. I wish they would just replace it with like use this and get rid of polar entirely.
I agree. I agree.
Like, bro, you can make this a little longer and get rid of polar. I'd be so much happier. And the fact that they have this and polar going on at the same time is absolutely atrocious.
You know what's messed up is like there's people that have EW at this exact time that this starts too. So at that point you got to figure out, well, which one.
No, it doesn't allow you. It doesn't allow you to book a an elite war right at the during this.
You sure? Because I could have swore someone
Positive.
else in the first round that we had, they had to make a decision which one they were going to do.
No, there's no way. It would have been a scheduling conflict.
I'm telling you, I could have swore there was, because
I remember back in the day, trying to like book something, and we had like global or something like that. It blocks that block.
I literally saw 1038 have to make the decision on whether they were going to go into Elite War or not. Main ladies.
And now you said that was the first round.
Yeah, it was
I don't
first.
remember
It was like the first or second round.
It's likely that they fixed it.
Hopefully,
It's likely that they fixed that because I'm assuming that's something that they wouldn't run because that's awful, honestly. But I know they block it for like all the other events. Like you can't book schedule like I can't challenge somebody at a time that they're gonna be in polar.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's a block on the schedule for them.
Well, let's half them go to EW and half them go here.
That'd be
that one of them's gonna win? either. Well, imagine having EW booked, and then you have this against the exact same alliance.
Who books an elite war for Friday morning?
Usually, it's booked on during the kill event or frenzy.
I mean, booking a elite wars for Friday morning is horrible.
I don't do my booking. So I don't even fucking know how to fucking do the EW booking because I don't do it. We let our R5 do it.
So we just had 90 for Wasteland, and then we had 84 playing EW. So maybe
That's
for participation, Barry.
Yeah,
Barry, should we?
I can. I mean, go ahead, give me a whirl.
No,
I'm
you're
down.
fucking ranked 18. You kidding me, dude?
Dude, come by.
We'll
do no speeds with you guys. We'll do no speeds.
We are right at the time where
we'll do no speed. We'll do no speeds with you. I promise.
We're right at the time where I'm sleeping.
I'll be gentle.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Come on,
so
Woody,
because you guys have booked at 8, you guys have booked.
I'm gonna find you now.
So you guys have booked at 8. You guys have booked at 8 to 10. Okay. If you can make it at 8 o'clock, okay, I'll show up. And
yeah, find out.
I can't.
Sure.
I can't promise you that everyone else is not going to speed.
That's fine. I mean, up to you.
5-4.
I'll go no speeds for us. Unless I see you come online and you start speeding around like a madman, I'm gonna follow you.
Oh fuck! That means you're gonna speed.
I'll follow you to make sure you're not just running amok. But otherwise, I'm cool.
Well, I remember going against you guys in Void, and that one hit that I did, because I stayed pretty quiet for quite a bit, and then that one hit where I did my SOS, I remember that one, and
that was a big hit. I mean, It was a big hit. I'm down, bro. I'm
Fuck
down
it.
for a little fun.
Fuck it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
It's
Hell
set.
yeah. We'll make a little we'll go live together.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. It's not showing up yet. It takes like a minute or two to show
Yeah,
up.
it takes like a minute or two. Yeah, this will be fun.
Everyone's gonna be like,
I'm
who the
excited.
I know my leader's gonna be like, who the fuck declared war? It was not me, I swear. Like, but in reality, like, if we look at the rankings of this, and I've been saying this for, yeah, there we are, 14 days. So I've been saying this for the longest time. We are too high in the rankings until we get more people that are 38 and more, 38 and above. We are too high for people not to be speeding around. You know what I mean? Like, we need to go to, we're in 64th place. So the top, let's be real, the top 100 here, you're gonna have to consistently move up. You have to speed around. You can't just
There's
slow.
actually in the top 100. Like on the lower end. Actually, there's a lot of alliances that don't even speed. Like they just hang out.
They'll just
They
go
just
slow.
cruise around. Yeah, they just go slow. A lot of the older nations, they don't really like speed around like that in Elite Wars on the lower end. They kind of just chill and use their power.
It's because they know better.
It's when you start getting up there, that's when you start getting sweaty.
I seated fucking Lee guy's in 5th place right now.
Yeah, he's moving on up.
I think I really think he's gonna probably shoot for 1.
I don't think he'll. It's too long to get to that one spot. It's
Is
like
it?
really, yeah. Like you got to think about it. Like you're only getting what? How many points
like
to move up?
like 315, right around there.
Okay, now that means he would have to like constantly like grind a lower level, which he's not going to get that much merit for.
Right.
To move up. But like if he starts like going up for like the 269 Sin, HIM, KGK, that's when he'll start getting the most amount of points. But the problem with that is it's gonna get real expensive.
Facts. That's fucking
Because I'll
facts.
tell you right now, I think I was at 9, and like the only people that were giving me points were 1 through 8. And bro, those ones are so sweaty, it wasn't even worth it. I graciously dropped.
Oh, I bet.
Like it's honestly, 18 is a nice spot.
Barry, do you think Camel makes more money on Polar or Elite War?
Polar.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm surprised you think they would drop Polar for Wasteland then. I think they're going to drop Elite War for Wasteland.
I don't think they'll drop Elite Wars. Elite Wars are something you can't drop. That's a lot of people play this game for Elite Wars.
Well, we all thought they were. We all thought they would never drop Chaos Land, and here they did. They dropped it.
Well, they still do Chaos Land. That's the thing.
Yeah,
They just don't
but
do it as much.
they do
You
it.
can't drop Elite Wars because that's in your alliance schedule. You control when you want to play Elite Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you are right on that. Like, if we're being real,
like we could genuinely just stop. All of us just stop declaring and just stop playing Elite Wars if we didn't like Elite Wars. But people love Elite Wars.
They do. And I think the reason why people like Elite Wars so much is because they do have that option to walk as a team. And the speeders are going to speed no matter what. They're going to fucking speed. You can tell them not to speed. Trust me, they're going to speed. Like, they don't have it in their fingers to not speed. You know what I mean?
Elite Wars is one of those events you could actually play 100% free if you really want to.
Yeah. You might not win. You might not win.
You might not win, but you also, if you have a strong alliance, you can still win even going completely free. I've played a few alliances where we did not speed at all, and we cooled it.
Well,
they had a lot of speeders, and we just walked it.
So I've noticed since being in the top 100, at first, a lot of nations they'll slow walk it. And of course, you get like a alliance like me and Kay. We'll try to hit the main first, and then if we can't get it, then we'll try to drop back to a slow walk. If you can win it right away, so be it. Of course, we already know against 385 day that's not going to happen. So we're not going to try it. Let's give you that right now. You can slow walk it and just speed where you need to speed. Like if you see someone else speed or trying to flank you, at that point you have to speed.
Yeah,
I think you guys from the older nations have your opinion that everybody likes Elite Wars, and I like Elite Wars, so I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. But if you're in a new nation, you're not getting up to a high rank easily. And also, if you're in a new nation, there's no boost in Elite Wars. There's none of those buffs that you can buy that the
That's
new
what makes
nations
it fun.
use. Yeah, for
It's
you. That's what
well,
makes it
no,
fun
it's
for
not.
you.
It's not. You got to remember, I was a new nation at 1.2, and I enjoyed Elite Wars even as a new nation. I enjoyed it so much because, bro, it teaches you the strategy. Like you can take that strategy and use it in Wasteland. You could take that strategy and use it in Polar. You could take that strategy and use it in many different places. I mean, you could gain your numbers that way. You can start getting your participation up in that way. There's so many ways to do it, and like even and it's fun for your free to play players as well because they can go and do little things that can be helpful in a strategy sense where it may not look like they're strong, but they did something like, for instance, they could just hold off a big guy from trying to slap your base while you're stuck in battle. Boom, they just saved an Elite Wars by doing something so minuscule.
Yeah, but if you're say you're in nation 1086, I don't know, I'm just making up a random score number. Just young nation. So you can either your free players can not play Wasteland and not get any merit, or they can play Wasteland where they get T12 and they get potentially boosted. And then they can still join Elite War for free merit and not even care if they win or lose. Yeah. So would you rather play an old nation that has better stats, you can't boost yourself, and you're going to get less merit, or would you want the free merit and boost yourself?
See, well, that's where you got to kind of like look at Elite Wars as sort of something that's like a training exercise. Like you don't go out and just declare war on people you know you're gonna lose to. Like you got to go in there and challenge. Like early on, I challenged alliances I was friends with. Like I enjoyed playing with them. Like it was fun to me. So I can go on a Discord right after and shoot the shit with them, with my whole alliance joking back and forth with them. That to me is fun. It's bragging rights against your friends. So it's like to me that is what gets me going for Elite Wars. The merit is a plus. But like I enjoy being able to be like, oh, look at we're climbing in the ranks. Let's see how far we can get before it gets too difficult. That to me is like to show your true strength of your alliance, where you stand in comparison to the nations around you. Not necessarily the nations in the whole entire game. It's the nations around you that you want to be a comparison to. You like if you start surpassing nations far beyond you, that's amazing. That's great. You're well up. You're batting well above par. Like Woody talking about, he's in the top 100. It's getting difficult in there. Well, guess what? He's in the top 100. And he's from 736. I mean, that is a feat. If he's not a locked nation and he's up in those rankings like that, that's amazing. Like 621 being top 3? That's beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful. Considering you got to remember how many nations are ahead of them.
Here's another one you can look at. Look at fucking was it 858?
And yeah, they're another one. I played them before, and bro, I will tell you right now, that was the sweatiest Elite Wars I've ever had in my life.
Dude, so, they bring it, dude.
To my 385.
They bring it, dude.
I get that it's a ladder. I'm not even arguing with you on that. I'm saying you're not playing in 385 anymore. You're playing in 1100 something. You want to play Polar. You're going to want to play Polar because you want the merit.
I'm going to tell you right now, as the type of player I am, I see Polar. I see the merit. It looks good, but how much it costs you to get that merit is not worth it.
Well, Barry, I think what Holbrook is trying to say is if you're against if you're on 1111, right? EW is kind of like you're not going to get there at least for a couple years. So
okay.
Polar, in the other hand, when you have the same, you're able to get the T13s and you have a very active alliance because you're still new. They're gonna go real hard in that because they have that chance to win.
But they have T13. Yes, that's well and great. Well, having T13, cool. But when has troop level won you alone, like an event? You know what I mean? So because you got to remember the opposite nation as well is going to get those T13s as well. Even their lower end players. But guess what? Their lower end players more high, like their average of attack, melee HP, their Titans. Though, like I'm not going to say plane because plane's fairly new, so even old nations are still behind on the planes compared to like new nations as well. But I would say Titans, they're up higher. Their average is a lot higher. So if they just go hard in these events, like look at it, like him, well, we all know him is just strong in general, but they actually show up for Polar. not many old nations show up for polar because we know the cost to gain is not worth as like what it should be. Merit's not really that serious. Like it's never that serious that to spend a couple $1,000 just to get what 1,500 merit.
Well, put it this way: let Holbrook explain the difference between the newer nations versus the older nations in Polar, because he has a very good insight on it of why they do it, and they're able to do it.
I'm not sure I want to. I'm not sure I want to tell everyone how we play it, but I don't think you have to spend that much to get your
You
alliance a
don't.
bunch
If
of
you bring
merit.
the numbers, if you bring the
Right.
numbers, you really don't have to. But the timings, the time, I'm not willing to make it a priority event when it has such horrible timings. And like during the week, like it's just not a good time. It like even
You're,
Wasteland is still a like I don't know if we're live or not,
Yo, we're
but
live.
yeah, uh,
Oh,
it's a terrible time. I'm not gonna swear, but it's a terrible time.
oh, you're
It's
not wrong.
horrible.
You're not wrong. It's terrible. It's very
It's
terrible.
and I'm not about to tell people to focus there because if you really break it down, like if they are gonna spend, I know my guys. They're if I put them in polar and say let's go play hard, I know how they're gonna play. They're gonna spend. They're gonna spend an obnoxious amount of money in the event when we actually do try. And that means they're just spending on consumables. They're not actually spending on something that's going to actually improve their city. And there's
so I
too
think
many of those events now that it's not worth it for me to tell them to push all these events because that just means that they're just going to try and spend on these events and they're not going to upgrade their cities. They're going to stay stagnant. If you like to me, polar is not an expense game that's worth it for the growth of our nation.
For
I
for
think you're making my point. I think
yeah.
you're making exactly my point. And your point is, look, we love the kill event. We're going to play that. We love Elite Wars. We're going to play that. We can't play more than that because we'll spread ourselves too thin.
Yes,
And
absolutely. So you don't like Elite Wars,
no,
like
no, no.
to
I'm saying
prioritize.
if you're in a younger nation, prioritizing Elite Wars over Polar or Wasteland does not make sense because you
To me, it
have
does because I'm not going to spend nearly as much.
But
Even me going hard,
in a new
in Elite Wars, comparative to what me going hard in Polar is going to be, I'm going to spend probably about 20 times more in a Polar event going hard than I would ever even
in a
think
younger
about going in
in a
Elite Wars.
younger nation. I spend significantly more in Elite War than I do in Wasteland or Polar.
That's because you're batting above your strength.
so I
Yeah.
guess
So if we're just we're giving good general advice, both of our general advice is
All right,
you should only
but
stick to a
now
couple
break it
events.
down like this. Break it down like this. All right. Now imagine if all the old nations started prioritizing polar. Would polar still be as cheap for you?
no, no,
Hell
I
no.
mean, that's
hell
part
no.
of again. You're
It'd be
making my
way
point.
more
The old
expensive.
nations don't do that, so we
But
can play it cheaper. So
exactly. You aren't wrong. But now, like where you're talking to me as a person from an old nation, where we kind of just say, you know what, it's not worth it for us. We don't like this event. We don't like we don't like the cost to gain from this event. If we were to start going hard in this event, like, and we mutually agreed that it was actually a good event between all the old nations. Guess what? That event gets significantly more expensive for everybody across the board, not just you guys, all of us as well. That
right, that's true.
it's just not worth it for us.
That's true, but also I can't get in front of 621 in Elite Wars. I can get in front. I can still make the top of my faction even if I lose to 621.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, but like, does now for instance, like if I go up against let's say for instance when Polar first started and we were all playing it and Sin had decided they didn't like the event, we got paired up against Sin and we actually I believe we did a little bit better than them the first time we played them in Polar because we actually were going a little bit hard. Now, if they had tried, that would have cost me more than like 4 Elite Wars to try and do
Jeez.
what I did in that one event.
Well, see here's the thing, like, and I think you're gonna see this soon. All these newer nations, they literally will have 20 people speeding around. Like when you win
Absolutely.
when you win against 858, that is how these newer nations are
They play.
played.
I've seen how they play polar. I think I've played them in polar. I've played like the lock nations. You know what I mean? I've seen like I play at an awful time for
Right.
polar, so
So
I see all these ridiculously sweaty people all
right.
the
So
time.
so you got to remember that they are older nations right now. So they're eventually going to catch up, and when they catch up, they're going to be able to match. Which like for say if you guys
Yeah,
are going to eat up,
and guess
like
what? They got that. They got that. I'm not willing to. Like I said
well,
to Holbrook as well. I'm not willing to spend in polar.
well,
I'm
I'm
not
just saying
willing to go hard.
I'm talking about for EW too, dude.
Oh,
There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of nations out there that are really trying to push polar EW.
But
Because
you gotta also look at this, dude. They're still technically young. If in my eyes, they're still technically young. And I've even talked to them in mails, and I've said, listen, you guys got to kind of like figure out a prioritize your events because you're gonna burn your whales out. You're gonna start burning your whales out. And
I
guess what? Like we
I,
see it
I agree.
we've seen it.
I
We've
agree.
seen it.
I agree.
You don't have a prioritized events, and guess what? You're gonna start burning those whales out. Those whales are gonna start leaving. You're not gonna be able to compete at that high level. You'll still have those high level cities, but you won't have those high level spenders like you used to unless you are really good at recruiting.
I agree.
I mean, I agree with every point you're making. Just
Yeah.
for the record, I'm just going to bring it all the way back to. I don't think they would replace Polar with Wasteland. I think if they were to
I
replace
personally, that's
anything,
just my
it would be
opinion.
Elite War. Yeah,
That's just my opinion. I think they
I'm
should
not.
personally
I'm
because
not convinced they're gonna. I'm not convinced they're gonna get rid of anything. I just think
yeah,
if
but
they
they
did
won't.
get rid of something, it would be waste. Also, look where on your honor ranking. Look where Elite Wars is. It's at the dead bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just how they just do their ranking things. I don't think that's in a specific order, bro. I don't think they're ever gonna get rid of an event that we say they should get rid of because whenever we say I want to get rid of this event, it's because it's costing too much for us to play all these events at once.
Well,
They're never gonna get rid of it because that's their game. They're people are still spending money on it. They'll never get rid of Polar because the young nations spend a ridiculous amount of money on Polar. Why would they get rid of it? You get what I'm saying?
I
So
don't
Like
think you're
I
wrong.
know they
As long
won't.
as you guys in the top 100 keep blowing a shitload of gold, then I don't know why they would get rid of it. Then again, I don't know why they got rid of Chaos Land. So there's
Well,
that.
they didn't get rid of Chaos Land. They
so
do it like what, like once every 3 months,
they do it once every no, they do it twice a year.
Yeah, it's
twice a year.
twice a
So
year.
twice a year, so once every 6 months.
So the reason why they quit doing it once a month is because people were just logging into it and then bailing out just for merit, and Camel caught on real quick. So now they use it just for merger and the twice a year.
Yeah,
Like
well, I
they're
mean that is what it is. I
it,
mean, bro, people found a way to make it a completely free event for themselves while getting rewards, which they should bring it back more full time. I don't want to say that because at the end of the day, like it costs money to play the event. It can cost money. Let me refresh that. It can cost money to play the event if you want to go hard and get the right rewards. It can cost money, but it was also really good for the small players to evolve their titans.
I will say
I agree.
I will say if we're talking about events, and I know Barry, I already know your opinion about this. I think that if they did a three nation void, um, being that all these matchups are kind of a little lopsided recently, I think that that would be actually good if they did a triple nation void. Because then you can go up against a nation like then Barry. Sorry, I'm going to use it, your nation against like 385 versus like 736 and 732 or 785, and then it's a different way of thinking because now you got to worry about two different nations being hitting you at the same time. Like, not saying that we would be able to even do any damage to anyone, but I'm just saying like I think that would be a good thing that they can do. But can their server handle it? Is the question.
I don't think it'd work out. I think people would be more scared to play than they already are.
I think there'd be more strategic planning. Like
It'd be a lot. It would be it's already a slow event. It'd be even slower.
Man, there'd be so many hurt feelings too. Think about how many hurt feelings there already are with GC deals that go on behind closed doors.
well, yeah, the whole deal parts is when it comes to GC, that's a different story. GC is something, but when it comes to like Void, I mean, we're every single nation out there. When it comes to Void, they're going for the win. They're not going to say no. I'm gonna let you guys win. It doesn't work that way. It come Void or even Frenzy at that matter. It's they're trying to get you. You know what I mean? Ronnie S says, "Hi Woody, I'm SVTNOS 949 on Discord. Hey, how you doing, brother?" That was YouTube chat, but I really, I would like to see it because the reason why I'd like to see it is because what nation was that? 709. They for 3 hours of their void, two locked nations was able to pour into their nation, and they treated it as void for 3 fucking hours. And I mean, 709 at that point, you guys two locked nations that actually fought, they had no chance. But for nations like ours that actually can fight and fight off a nation like that, I think it'd be fun. Imagine,
I mean, you give me two locked nations on accident, I'm gonna enjoy every second of that for the first 3 hours until they
exactly,
get rid of it. I would
exactly.
enjoy it. I would only enjoy it because it's two locked nations that are. I'm gonna be like, if we're being honest here, locked nations are kind of slow in the department. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself there. But you give me two actual real nations, nah, I'm not. I'm not enjoying that at all.
Well, I mean, let's think about this. Is everyone going to bubble? Of course. A lot of people are going to bubble. But if you're watching one city
Yeah, but
for
if you go into that, like if you go into that, like bro, people setting traps and all that stuff, bro, no one's gonna want to set traps anymore because now let's say I'm 385, let's say I'm versing. Let me see two nations that don't like me. We'll just make up two
726,
random numbers.
785.
We'll make up two random numbers. So we'll just say and these two nations actually do like me. Let's say 425 and 379 are in a void with me. And they don't like me. Let's just say that for conversation's sake, as Lee Go would say, they don't like me. They make a deal behind my back. All right, if they set a trap, we're both gonna hit at the same time, and they can go on voice together and play together like that. And like I set a trap, guess what, bro? Now I'm getting slapped by what? Like let's just say they get 60 from WAW and they get another 70 from GFK attacking the same trap. Guess what? After the first attack, a lot of my defenders are bouncing off, and now they're about to just absolutely clear out the rest.
they would have, I mean, they would have to speed back in. I mean, we do that. We do that
That
already.
now, what is my reaction going to be after that's over? I'm not setting any more traps, right? Even if I won that first
I
battle,
mean,
I'm going to
you're
lose that
you're
second one.
you're right when it comes to the trapping point, but
But and
think
that's a
it.
large part of Void right now, though, is people are getting a lot smarter with their bubble management. So now traps became like that's if you're not hitting the traps, guess what? You're not really fighting it, and in terms of fighting certain nations.
So check this out. We went up against 785. And sorry, Holbrook, I'm going to throw you out like this. We went against 785. Holbrook, while we were in Elite War, changed his name, changed his skin, removed his dragon,
I've
and
seen it.
yeah. So if he did that, and then the third nation is watching that, looking for something, and they see that it's Holbrook, they're gonna all speed in on that second hit, and Holbrook's gonna get fucked.
Well, no, not necessarily.
Oh, well,
Like if you guys only went with 20 and let's say they went in with like 70 and Holbrook had obviously probably had people sitting there waiting to defend him. Nah, Holbrook's holding that down
well, I don't know. I'm just saying,
because
if
you
let's
got
say
tricked.
I got
So you put
tricked.
it like this, you got tricked.
I
So
got
you went in
tricked.
with what, 22?
No, just me. Just me. I
Oh,
went
just
alone.
you. It's even worse.
It
You went
is.
in with just you.
I
You know,
went.
like the other nation is gonna see that battle going and be like, "Oh, word, there's troops in there." They're gonna go and they're just gonna die. Holbrook just scored a lot of points off of doing some fuckery.
I think you guys are probably both right. Like, I think I would be able to withstand a decent attack after Woody hit me alone. But I might not have even done that trap. If there were two nations, I might not have even done it. Like, I knew I was
Yeah,
okay
because you don't know
Woody
if
said,
he's gonna come at you with a lot. You know.
Woody always says that he can't get 40, 50 people on an attack, like most of us. And so I wasn't really worried about just 736. But if there was another nation, especially if it was like you, then I'm not doing that trap.
No,
Yeah, I think
you might not, but there might be people that will.
see, there is. I'm not saying there isn't instances where it could be a lot of fun, but I'm also saying from my perception of Void, from just the opponents I've seen in the past year, I would say it'd be an awful experience.
Okay, okay,
I think
we'll take back the whole three nation void portion, What about putting towers in void?
I think they should just.
Towers could
Go ahead, Barry. My fault.
towers could be fun, but it also could be a bit much.
The
I
reason,
think
So,
they should put towers, but just make the percentage of how much troops you lose less, so people don't feel as bad. But force these fuckers to fight and get out of their bubbles.
so
so
Gambit made a good point at one point, which was like, the people like us, we love the kill event. You could argue we live for the kill event,
yeah,
Void specifically. The average player can't recruit enough troops if they have more loss events. Like, if we're not talking about replacing Frenzy with Void, but we have in the past, and it's like the average player can't recruit enough fleets for that to be reasonable. And
So what they need to do, in theory, is find a way to reduce the recruitment time.
I think they could actually make Void more exciting just by making the season 8 rounds long instead of the 3 rounds that it is now. The 3, like, if you lose the first one, you just don't even care.
I personally think they should lower the recruiting time a little bit for your average player. Like, if you want to start seeing people actually enjoy Void again, lower the recruiting time and watch how many people are less afraid to lose their troops.
Yeah, or just give everyone a bunch of lore line so that people can do it organically.
or
Yeah,
how
or
about
that? Yeah,
or how about
naturally give them like some buffs.
or how about this?
Yeah.
How about each phase that we go through, it's not added together. So that kill event would have to be you start back at 0. So when
Yeah,
people
that's how
are
it used to be played.
so that being
But then people complain though. People complain because they're like, well, why am I wasting all my resources for these first 4 events if they mean nothing?
well, now people are complaining because people are using so many fucking recruiting that they get so far
Absolutely.
ahead. And now
There's no winning.
what happens when you hit C44 hits? You got people like Ronaldo, that's 800 million BP, 50 million troops. He's going to have to promote all of them, or he's going to have to delete troops just to get more.
Well, promoting doesn't give you points in the
Right, but
events.
right, but I'm talking about the next level of troops. Like people like Ronaldo don't care.
Yeah.
They can give two shits about the actual recruiting event. Well, maybe they do, but they're more about I want to be able to fucking go into a nation like 255 with no bubble and basically slung his dick out, knowing that no one's gonna hit him.
I mean, if I'm in 255 and somebody's fat like that, I'm gonna hit them anyways.
With like 850 million BP, dude, I don't know about that. I watched
I don't
555.
know.
I watched 555 after they got that merger and they were all put together. Hit Ronaldo, and
Yeah, but
they
they're like,
did.
have you ever looked at their formations
I mean, I didn't get to see the formations of
and their
it.
timing?
I didn't get to see
Their
that, but I
timing and
did.
their formations are horrible.
The only portion I seen was a report, and so with that report,
But
I
like,
looked at the 100 versus one,
who
and
was it? Sin? Was it Sin that hit League God in Frenzy?
I think it
Yeah.
was Sin.
And I'm pretty sure. What did they burn him?
Yeah, they burned.
Yes.
Yeah, they burned it. But he was at I think he was at like 450 at that point.
He was at
Was it
620 million
600?
BP.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he
Maybe.
was at 600.
So 620. So I mean, yeah, he is.
So look at it like that. All right, ready? So you come in there with 800 million BP. Somebody like a Sin or a 255 decides they want to hit you. They know they're going to lose the first initial battle in
Yeah.
points, but they're going to trim you down. And guess what? Now you are hittable. Now you are not walking around my nation and doing whatever you please.
That's true. That is true.
You're going to hurt.
Lead God had no reigns. We have to definitely remember that Lead God had no reigns.
Correct.
He
It
didn't
was a
have any
setup
reigns.
trap.
Yeah, he had
It
zero
was.
range.
It was. But I'm just saying things like that can happen.
Yep.
God,
You walk around and don't have a bubble, like it is a very possible thing. Like for instance, let's say Lee God isn't smart like he is. You know what I mean? Like he's actually a smart player. Like let's say he's not actually a smart player, and he goes to sleep with his 800 and whatever million BP, and he thinks that he's all good in 255 because he's 850 million BP, and they decide, you know what? Let's do it.
Let's go.
Everybody's asleep, and then they double tap.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I would love, and I don't care who it is. Um, And regardless, I know that the amount of money that they put into that portion would suck. But I would love to see someone at 800 million BP, 50 million troops, get burnt.
I wouldn't mind seeing it as well.
Like
I
even
mean, you start making it possible. You start making it possible, and you start making recruiting time less. Guess what, bro? Guess what? Void is fun again.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I do.
It's a simple fix. It's a simple fix. Like, bro, I personally, if I could recruit, let's say if I could recruit like 30 million, like let me say let's say I can recruit 2 million troops in like a month. Let's say a month.
Okay.
If I could recruit 2 million troops in a month, bro, I would go balls to the wall every void. I mean, not like I don't already, but I'm just
Right.
saying I wouldn't care if I got hit.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, you don't have to care because you can just recruit it right back. Like I was at when I went against 385 in Void, I was at 355 going into it, and after that hit with me running into Hallbreak the wall, um, I I'm only at 351 now. So I mean, I took a hit right there. I didn't get hit. I hit. I hit the wall like face first.
It happens, bro. Happens.
You know,
I
dude.
lose about 10 million BP every void. At minimum. That's minimum. That's the baseline.
Well, yeah, my minimum is like 5 is what I like to. I mean, that's before healing and stuff like that.
We're also
No,
at a
10
weird point
million.
in the. Sorry, we're also at a weird point in the game where if you have 2 million troops, you can play the majority of the events. Like
Exactly.
there's not a reason to have more than 2 million troops for the majority of the events.
There's really not. I mean, I would say depending if you're a smart alliance and you're actually recruiting the necessary troops you need to play these events and not just recruiting a bunch of foolery. Yeah, I mean, you could play about any event without having to heal. Really, unless you're
I'm
going
saying
hard.
if you skip GC and Elite Wars, there's almost no reason to have more than 5 fleets.
Well, I just skip GC.
So
I don't skip Elite Wars.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying a strategy for a nation that this makes sense for. If they have no chance at GC and they don't like Elite Wars, then there's no reason for anyone in that nation to have 6 fleets. The whole nation.
You're right.
I mean, you're not wrong on that. We went against I think it was like 700 or 701. I think it was 700 with Dabs and some other guy. But we went against them, and they have everyone in their nation set up to where they don't have any more troops than they can hide, and it was very. I mean, we did win it barely, but it was long played out. Everyone hid their troops. A lot of speeds were wasted, and I mean, it was very smart on their part. The only people that got hit are the people that we had to set traps for. I mean, that's.
I mean, that's literally what it is, though. Woody, like, surprised how well you might fare against us simply for the fact that you guys are very slim because you guys are young.
I mean, so back in the days, I used to look at it as like this. Okay, we're not merged yet. We're going up against a merged nation. That means we have more targets, so on and so forth, and they have less targets to find. And I get that. So there's a good chance that the no merged nation can win that because there's less targets for you guys to see. But now,
Correct.
with the power that with the plane, the officers, so on and so forth, how big these whales are getting. Sometimes a single or one or two people can hit a trap, and people can send their whole fucking alliance in and still lose. I mean, it's like I've seen it. I've seen fucking what is it fucking
That's why towers is a little bit dangerous.
yeah.
Why I was a little bit on the hesitant side because now, like for instance, you get yourself I'm using them again because they're the most known ones I can off the top of my head. 425. I got them in frenzy right now. We got towers. This is a prime example. You got a mental and you got a lead god who can probably solo hit that tower nonstop.
Yeah.
They're gonna score a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
Now you put that in a void. They're just gonna be sitting in that tower because I'm not stupid enough to sit there and keep losing troops against those two.
Yeah, those towers you get in and get out. Get in, get out. That's what get in and get out. Don't sit in there. Unless you know you're gonna win it and they're not gonna attack you, don't sit in there.
There's ways around it. There's ways around it, but then that's when you start getting those comments like, "Oh, you're using this, using that. You guys did this for that, for this." It's like, bro, well, look what we're playing up against. Look what we have to do. We have no other options. You guys decided to buy out the store nonstop. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
I got to do something to stop that.
Oh, I agree. I agree 100% with that. I really truly do. Truly do. So, look, did you guys see that report that Archie hit? So Archie hit one guy, and there was I think like 30 or 20 rain. Archie fucking killed 27 million troops in a single hit by himself on a solo in SOS.
It's ridiculous.
27 million troops, guys. And regardless, yeah, there were some T4s, but majority of them, because I looked at the report, majority of them were like T10s and above. Like, just fucking ate it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, man, I got to get going. I just want to stop in and say hello to you in your live and chat a bit with you.
Barry, it's good having you here. And
brother.
I wish you luck against 425, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah, you know how that's going to go.
Yep.
All right, brother.
Later, brother.
Peace.
So you guys excited about this frenzy coming up or no?
Meh.
Yeah, it's frenzy. Hey,
Yeah.
let me ask you guys. Being that now it's like the head of state, to where you got to win all three to get whatever. Have it pushed you guys any different thinking of how you if you want to compete in frenzy, or you just say fuck, I don't care if we win or lose still.
For 785, this time around, it's actually makes Frenzy less interesting. Like when it was a standalone event, you probably just want to try to win every standalone event.
Yeah.
But now we know we're in a head of state where 799 is there, and 799 goes hard. Like that they want to win. So we don't have Frenzy against them.
Mm-hmm.
But because we're in head of state, if we win our Frenzy, we assume we would play them in Void and lose. So we assume that we could win 2 out of 3 that way. But if we instead just don't worry too much about Frenzy and lose that, then we probably get a Void that we have a chance to win. So it's almost like we're better off not winning Frenzy so we can enjoy a Void versus winning a Frenzy to then kind of sit out a Void. That kind of sucks.
Yeah. 799's yeah, they're a hard nation with Ducky and Beast and Thor. They're really hard to try to go against. I mean, you're talking about people that they'll go above and beyond what they should to make sure they win.
We're trying to get a merge, so we're trying to keep our nation BP down. Actually, I wanted to ask you if you guys ever put any troop numbers in, but we have troop numbers in 785 now, and so we can't go hard in recruiting. That doesn't really make a ton of sense if we're trying to keep our nation BP down. And Duck and Beast are too strong to fight straight up, so it's like there's no world where it makes sense for us to even fight 799.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at that point. I have mentioned the whole we need to start cutting our nation BP down. I even brought up the issue of like possibly taking like the farm alliances and removing people out of farm alliances. But then they're all like, well, then the next people will jump up. The next people jump up. Well, in that case, let's just remove all the farms and do what you guys do over there. And if you get caught farming in an alliance like Elite Mine, you burn the main city. But it's too many people in my nation. They're just like they're totally against it. Busy, can you mute your mic, please?
It's tough, man. It took a long time to get everybody on the same page, and we started with not farming, and then we started with kicking farms out of the farm alliances, and so it was a process to get it to the point where now we burn everything that's not in the top 2. And then I just posted in your Discord chat our troop totals.
Yeah,
if you want.
Yeah, I copied that. I copied that actually.
No, copy that. No, you are not burning. Only,
you see this? You see Holbrook? This is
top 2.
Holbrook. You see, this is what I got to deal with. Like
never argue with a Romanian woman, Woody. It's a bad plan.
I'm aware of that, but this is what I mean. Like as soon as I mention something like that to help the nation get a merger, you got players like, no, fuck that, Woody, no. So it's just like whatever. We're just not gonna get merged. We're just not gonna get merged.
We sent people to Rock, and now we rank 3. How can you say you're burning everything outside top 2?
I didn't say that. I said.
No, Go said. Holbrook said, "Shut up."
I'm not telling you guys. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm saying what we're doing.
That's what they're doing, not what we're doing. That's what
Well, I
seven
hope
eight
not.
five is doing. That's not what we're doing.
And just
I tried
so
to
you
bring
know,
I tried to bring that up in nation chat, and Speed and you and everyone else shot it down instantly. So I'm like, all right, fine, we're just not gonna get merged. I
no,
hope
I'm
you're all
sorry.
happy.
No, I'm gonna contradict you on that because when you said take out the farms of the farm alliances, I
I
took I have 9 farms that I'm not using. I'm only logging in into 2 that are the R5s of the farm alliances, and the rest of the 7 I took out of the alliance, and I dropped the BP of one of the farm alliances where I had 8 of them,
and that's
and nothing happened. And for two
well, I
weeks,
mean,
for like 2 weeks, I wasn't in any alliance. So
nothing's
then I
going
rejoined.
right, but
I was the first to do
Angela,
that.
Angela, nothing's gonna happen if only you are doing it. I mean, there's people here that got 50 to 75 farms. If they're not doing it, they're going against it. Just because you jumped out of it with your 8 farms, there's hundreds more people with hundreds of more farms. It would take the
Well,
whole
but
entire
I
nation
listened
to
to
do it.
you. I listened. I followed your lead. So I'm a nice girl.
Well, and yeah, you
You
did
cannot.
good, and I thank you. But it would take everyone. It would take everyone to do that, and there's just too many people that like to farm that just. I'm not going to burn my nation because then we're going to be even more thinner than I want to be, like activity wise. Because we all know, although we want our nation to be thinner, I don't want to like totally kick people out of my nation because eventually they're going to grow and they're going to be able to compete here and there. Like if there are
Well, I'm
30,
not touching the farms. I don't
right,
have time to join farms and send them to farms. So it's just they're just staying, dormant. I just logged in when the rocket event was because I
well,
needed the rockets to send to my main line, my main account to get to the points I needed, and that's
rockets,
all.
the
Yeah,
rock.
the rocket alliance.
Oh,
I don't know with the
that is the
rocket.
worst event ever. But
Yeah,
some,
well, I had farms, so I did
yeah,
the daily quests and I sent the hearts or whatever I had to my main account.
I
That's
get.
all I did on the farms.
So busy from 1058 is telling you, Angela, kill the farmers.
Woody, I have no idea what you guys should do because I won't pretend that I know your nation well enough. But I'll say the thing that brought 785 finally together was the first and the second alliance knew that they wanted a merge. Like we're united on wanting a merge. We're united on our rules. We're united on our troop totals. But we only got there whenever everybody was like, okay, this isn't working. We need a merge. Like the second alliance wasn't winning some of their events that they wanted to compete in. So they want to merge as bad as the first alliance. So we finally all work together.
Right.
But as long as people have different goals, why would anybody ever work together?
I mean,
Yeah.
and you're not wrong in that. I mean, I will say for 736, and one thing I'm really proud of is that all 3 top alliances that we have, we do work together, such as like they bubble and we strategically plan different things to help each other out. Like for instance, avoid. If no one's going to attack and unbubble, I'll go to the second rank alliance and I'll ask them, hey guys, I need you to set up a trap, so this whale, this 41 can drop their fucking shield and we can burn them, and they will do it. Or for instance, I don't have to worry about the second or third rank alliance. Not bubbling and not doing what they're supposed to do because they will kick and burn their own players, and that's usually where the most civil wars come from. Is that when nations or alliances won't do that, and the first rank alliance has to do it for them. That's when like civil wars happen. But like for instance, you went against us. How hard was it to find that city to hit?
Yeah, you guys didn't have anything but traps.
Yeah,
I think one player drop shield, maybe.
yeah, I think one. I
Yeah,
seen you hitting that. I remember seeing you hitting someone in your nation, and I poured up next to him. Seen another one fucking
The
sped
guy,
in
the
there.
guy that dropped the shield, I spoke with him. He left all the WhatsApp groups, Viber groups, whatever we had with him. He said he was out of the city and he didn't have his phone with him, so that's why he just lost like 2 million troops, and he quit the game after a void. He quit the game, so it wasn't intentional. He just left his phone at home and left, I don't know, for the weekend somewhere, and that's why he dropped the shield. Otherwise, he wouldn't have, because he's an old player. Even if he's not very active, he never dropped his shield. So it was just one time, and then he quit the game.
And unfortunately, sometimes that's all it takes. Unfortunately, like it's like this.
But you
everyone
can rebuild. I've been zero like 2
you
times
can
in
you can
second
re,
36 and I rebuild.
yeah, you can rebuild. Don't get me wrong, but if like for say if you're a 41,
Before you
like like
came, of course.
like
Before you came.
look at right, but look at like Hellfish. Hellfish got hit pretty hard while he was in the hospital without his phone. He got hit real hard, and the only time he ever shows his face now is just a bubble, and that's it for Void. He doesn't talk. He doesn't. He's not even pushing his level or anything. It's
But
just
did
sitting.
we burn him or the other nation burned him?
Oh yeah, he got hit by who was it? Wolf, Big Bad Wolf, 616. Yeah, he got hit hard, and it sucked.
And
But
you guys didn't reinforce him?
oh, but we did. He got hit with like a 40 to 50 shot 3 times, and then Wolf just finished him off. When we only got 20 people in the attack, and they're coming in with fucking 40, 50 people. I mean, what can you do? You can't really do anything. All you're doing is feeding them at that point. But we did set reinforcements. It just wasn't enough. And I
I
think
mean, Woody, you guys you win enough that people aren't going to be really pushing hard for a merger. I'm sure people want a merger, but you win too much. Like it's
I agree.
not painful enough the way that it is that people are willing to make some type of compromise. I feel like if I was you, I might say something like, "We are not on a path to get a merge anytime soon. Whenever people want to talk about optimizations we can make, I'm ready." And then because you can't force anyone, but you can say you're open.
I mean, and you're not wrong at that point. Do I think 736 needs a merger like desperately? No, we don't need a merger desperately at all, because we have been winning a lot until the fucking new head of state came by. Now we can't buy a win. We can't buy a win in Frenzy or Void. It's very hard, but. And I think the issue is this: is that we've won so many in a row that a lot of the players in my nation or my alliance, they're just like, well, we need a merger because we keep losing. Well, compared to a lot of these other nations around us that their percentages in the 50s or 40s% win rate, we're still in the 70s. We're like 71, I think, or 70, or maybe even 69. But that's still an
That's because
acceptable.
you guys keep spending. And
Well,
K1138,
well,
he just doesn't stop spending.
well, we have to spend. We have to spend. If we don't spend, you're gonna have these surrounding nations passing me and K, and not just by a little, by a lot, to the point where now we can't even catch up to them because they're just too fucking strong. They've pulled away too far. Like,
Yeah, Woody and that needs to spend to try and keep up with them.
yeah, we have to keep up. If we just had all C41s in our nations how we are, with no dragons, no plane equipment or anything like that, and we go up against like a nation like Holbrook or like Beast and 799 or Ducky, so on and so forth, I'm not unbubbling. No fucking way. They're maxed. I know better. There's no way. Like even in reinforcing, it's almost like suicide.
Did you just face Beast in the Royal Arena thing?
No, he kicked me in the second round. Yeah, he
Okay.
I was up against Obeid, my R5, and I'll show you the. I kind of felt bad because I knew I was gonna win it, so I just sent Axeman against him, and I felt bad. I mean, you're R5, so I think this is the one. Yeah, this is one. So I just sent Axeman and my Titans, trying to be somewhat fair to give him a chance, and it still wasn't enough for him to overcome.
How was your fight when you got knocked the first time, though? Was it close?
Well, let's go take a look. I don't think it was close.
Beast is pretty damn strong.
Yeah, it wasn't close. So he did the proper. Well, he did like the team formation, but at this point, I use the same exact formation in this. The tanks, the you got the tanks, you got the zombies, and then the cannons, and that's it.
Right.
What is your guys' BP, Woody and Holbrook?
Mine is
I'm like
351.
No, sorry, Nation BP. Sorry.
Oh man. I don't
what?
I don't know.
785 is 5.7.
Let me go.
Wow.
I think ours is like, what was it, like 6.5 7, I think it was. I guess I'll have to check the charts out and see where they were at GC. Let me go look at the charts. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I mean, 785 is aggressively killing off everything that's not in the top two, and then has troop limits in the top two, so that we can try to get our. Ideally, we want to get the nation battle power down to 5 billion, but it's not going to happen. But we're just looking at the numbers from the last merge, and people who were under 5 billion got merges. So we're just trying to follow that pattern.
We're not pushing, but we're just prepping already. Like, technically, we only have one real alliance, but I mean, we have two. By the end of the year, we will guarantee only have two. And the nation BP might be around like in the 5, low 6s, I think.
That's
But
great.
didn't you merge?
Yeah, but that's just the natural progress of the game. We knew plenty of people wouldn't handle the game after merge because they didn't play the game the right way, so a lot of people quit.
So they dropped? They just quit the game?
Yeah.
So we 736 at 7.8 as of GC. So I would say we're about like right around the same, maybe 8 right now. Give or take.
Okay. Well, we merged with a nation that was not playing the game the way you're supposed to. They weren't bubble
Right.
disciplined. They weren't, so they couldn't handle playing the way you're supposed to.
Well, so I want to say this: the last merger that just happened. Who has that list? We were talking about this in one of my last, not my last one, but one of my streams. Is that not a single person, not a single nation that got their second merger or first merger was above what, 3 billion or 4 billion? I think it was. I think it was 3 or 4, one of the two.
It was for nations that hadn't been merged at all.
Okay.
They had none of them were above 4.9, and like 896, 923 we're sitting around 5.2, 5.3.
So
I think 982 was somewhere between 5 and 6. So that kind of lines up.
So that took into factor of the nation with the nation BP. We're assuming, not saying, but we are assuming that's one of the secret recipes of a merger is having that low nation BP.
I think you guys also identified the 12 billion as the target BP post merge, assuming no one quit, which we know is a lie, but seems like a target they used.
Yeah, for nations getting their second merger, yeah, that seems to be like basically they're shooting for a resulting nation BP for nations that what does the nation look like after one merger? What does it look like after two mergers? For two mergers, it was around 12 billion. For one merger, it was around
12 billion after 12
8.5
billion
to 9.
So you're talking about 12 billion after the second merger combined.
Right. So if I'm thinking about 785, we're at 5.7. If 12 is the target, that means we can merge with someone that's up to like 6.3. But the lower we go, the higher we can merge with someone.
Yeah, so we would have to lose 1.5 billion to qualify.
Hey, even a third merger is possible. We saw it with, what was the nation again that merged with AA2 rally? Was it 5.9? 5.39?
I want to say
639. 639.
Yeah.
639.
Yeah, it was 6 something.
I mean, they merged with an unmerged nation, but they got a third merge. So I mean, now we know it is somehow possible to get a third merge in the game.
But you got a
and it's also apparently possible for a nation getting their third merger to merge with a nation that's never merged. That's a precedent that I don't think had happened before, or at least not recently.
So with 639, with those three nations merged, is this the actual? Because they merged into with like 882 and 639, first merger or third merger for them. First merger, so they got 4 nations in there, and their BP is still only 4.9. No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that does make absolutely no sense.
So we don't know what 639's BP was, but we know that 882 before the merger was 4.9. So we'll just say we'll just throw the number 5 billion out there, just so it's even. So 9 billion combined with three nations is what
Well,
we're
Woody, I
thinking.
will tell you this, what I told Relly. It's hard to base your nation BP off what it should be for merge when people were going off of nation BPs along. So, for an example, like when the 900 nations first started getting merges, everybody was under three, but they weren't even 2 years old yet.
Right.
So, is three really the number that you should be getting a merge, but you're over 2 years old, so your average city level, you know what I mean? You're gonna be
Well,
way over that
I don't
number.
I don't think that Camel cares how old your city is. They because if you think of that, if it really did care, then why is 779 still not had a single merger? So I don't think the age of the nation even matters. It's not even in play anymore.
I mean, I heard through the grapevine, I don't know if it's true, but supposedly Cash turned down his mergers. That's why
No,
he
that is
had an
that's
opportunity.
not true. That is not true.
Okay.
That is, I have spoken to Cash. That is not true whatsoever. Cash wants a merge. He's at the point where he does not give two shits who it's with. He just wants more activity. Like, but I take that back. So A3, what was it? 882 has 5 nations worth of players in there now. 5. Why don't
Yeah,
we
that sounds right.
why don't we check out 5? What was that? 882. Let's check them out and see where they're sitting now. That they got their 5 nations in there.
And of course, that's what we fighting for fucking frenzy. Unfucking
You
believable, man.
guys got that. You guys got that.
Yeah, we got them. They up 1.5 billion already, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we won.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. For 5 nations, okay, 5 nations, they only got a single 41 there and two 40s.
Oh, they not strong, but in the first four phases, they killing us, man.
That's funny. Well, they're not strong, but no, you're
Yeah, it's another example of scenario where if they were to throw aside their egos and shit and consolidate, they could give 923 a couple painful reports, but they don't.
yeah.
Last I heard, they were civil war.
Oh, are they really? Why? I don't get why they would civil war. I mean,
Dude, five days into the merger, the the prior 882 Second Alliance, which was showing up as like the fourth now, I think, or something, basically just dropped a nation chat post and said we're declaring war on everyone
then burn,
and
then burn,
fuck y'all.
then burn that alliance and let everyone else continue on. I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
the fourth rank alliance. Goodbye. I hate to say it like that, but if you got one alliance trying to put a fucking rock in the fucking wheel that's spinning for your nation, burn them all. Get them out of there. Let's be real. Have the whole nation burn that one alliance. You know what I mean? First, second, and third. All right, dude. Now you're done. Now you're gonna be the last chance alliance. Jeez, that sucks. Who was there?
I mean, we're seeing a lot of bubbles, but I guess it's already within 3 days or whatever time frame, so they could.
Well, we don't know what their so their fourth rank alliance is YMT.
Let me zoom in. What do we got? No, it's so I guess they've dropped a little bit more. It's DEA. The
Okay,
R5 for DEA was the one that made the post.
1.1 billion. 36 made the post. What is
Yeah.
that? Where is that meme where you have them literally going smacking themselves in the face? Where is that meme? Like, that's exactly what I would be feeling right now. Like, dude, dumbass. And they're probably watching, but I mean, it is what it is. I hope. Damn, you know what? They are watching. They're watching my YouTube. They're on my. I see the exact name. Look, I'll show you. The exact name right here.
It is what it is, Woody. Some people just they play a completely different game than we do.
I just feel bad, and the reason I feel bad is this: you got these players in here, in this nation, that they really took this merger. They know this might be their last merger or the last one for 2 or 3 years. I feel bad that now, because of them, DEA, they're in civil war. That
I
they,
mean, look at
go
what
ahead.
I'm looking at right there is if you, just the total BP for those top five alliances. Can you imagine if they just smushed everyone up? Like those top three alliances would be a force.
They would. They really would. Let's see what they got in the actual city rankings. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, for sure.
so you got
They are, 880 or 882 was definitely not pushing too
right.
hard. They had a lot of their spenders leave because they were the third oldest.
Well, that sucks. I will say that it does look like they got all their top players, other than this death right here, this guy, in the top alliance. So it looks like they are trying to smash each other into, and this guy in 14th place. They're trying to smash everyone into the alliance, but you got those few players that are like, no, I'm not having it. I have my tampon in, and I'm not taking it out yet. You know, I feel like eventually they're going to realize that, look, I want to actually be compatible, and they'll join. They'll give in. But yeah, that sucks. I mean, they're living in bubbles already, and it's only Friday, guys. It's not even. That's a 2 days still. You got a whole another day before KE starts. Yikes. Well, that sucks. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a.
yeah, I did see recently there was I think it was 846 started. I think they've been doing a 24-hour purge like consistently for like a while now.
I mean, that's not a bad thing, as long as people were able to use a 3 day bubble. You said eight what? 843?
846.
846. Let's check them out.
Yeah, the idea intrigues me, but we don't necessarily have that big of an issue with that specifically yet. But
I can tell you why they're
we're
doing
also
it.
we're also we're also killing off people right now. So
I can tell you why they're doing it, and well, I mean
it's to try and get more people to do 3-day bubbles. I
that
think.
right, but here's the problem with this. Excuse me. The problem with using a 3 day bubble is not everyone's going to have it. Forcing the entire nation to use a 1 day bubble, majority of the people will have it. Almost everyone will have a 1 day bubble. A 3 day bubble, a lot of these farmers or free to play players will leave it at that. Um, they've saved up the whole month just to get that 1 day bubble, and maybe enough to speed around on 2 hits kind of deal. So adding a 3 day bubble, adding another 2,000 gold, having to save, it kind of it's going to put them in a predicament where they A, just got a bubble and that's it, or B, they just might not have enough to make it that 3 day bubble, and that can become a problem. Um, Now, if I would try the 1 day bubble, like how we got it, first hour your line's clean, the second hour is 1 hour before KE, open to the nation, and then if that don't work, maybe apply the 3 day bubble. But by the first 2 times that you do that, 1 or 2 hour, the people who are not going to bubble that have a habit in it, they're being good, they're already burned. Like, yeah, that sucks. That sucks.
Void
I
and
kind of like
frenzies
the
are not
idea.
as interesting right now as they are when the nation starts. Because when a new nation starts, you can just hope you have new players, that don't bubble, that they don't know the rules, they have egos, they pretend to know better and drop the bubbles. But when it's at this point in the game for us, most of us. it's boring because you cannot find troops except for some traps. You have to just walk all over the map and just try to find some targets. And every single time I play Void, because for me, for example, reset is at 3 a.m. So I'm sleeping at that time.
Yeah.
So every time I come online, I just have to random use like 10, 15 random teleports, because if we have no targets, I'm just porting around, wasting teleports, finding no targets. And maybe you find, I don't know, a city that has like, I don't know, very few T5 and up that
Uh
troops
oh.
forgot to dismiss.
Uh
And that's
oh.
pretty much all you can do in Void right now in Frenzies.
Uh oh.
Frenzies, it's okay. The tower is interesting, but Void,
I thought you were gonna go the other way around with that. As soon as we find someone that's got above T4s, we will go to stand there. Next thing you got fucking Woody over there, fucking beating him up. I've been told that so many times because I asked them, "Why aren't you guys active?" Because you keep stealing our targets.
yeah, well, I'm not online when you guys are. For me, I don't know. It's like I don't even know. It's like 3 or 4 a.m. several times
Hmm.
when I wake up. So it's
Let me
but
ask.
at the time I wake up, Americans are sleeping, so they are for sure bubbled. So yeah, for me, Void, it's not interesting.
Let me ask you
Timing is bad.
something, Angela. Angela, let me ask you a question because I'm sure a lot of people are probably actually wondering this. Being that you're in the second or third rank alliance and you see that 41 from the enemy nation sitting around your hive and stuff like that, how do you feel when you see me or Kay poured up and they just fight those guys? We're just fighting off them, and you guys actually get to witness that. How does that make you feel? Is it like holy shit? Look at
It
that!
makes me feel happy because I know we don't have a 41 in the alliance, and I know we can't win against that guy, no matter how many of us, just team up and try to attack. So yeah, we are happy. You're going to just burn his ass if you can.
The
But targets are hard to find because everyone now knows the game, and the ones that have no targets have the troops hidden, and they just set traps. So that's you can just hope, for someone to set a trap, so you can, hope you can win and play smart, so you can win that attack. So it's not the same.
so when you do see
This is where
it,
probably
so when you do see that happen, it gets pretty exciting. You're like, holy shit, look at that!
it's exciting because we know we couldn't win. If I were to be in an alliance with you, then I would say, okay, yeah, you guys did great. But if they are in our hive and we have no 38, I don't know, 39, whatever, it's we know we can't win against the 41, and all the 41s are just whales. So we know we can't win.
That's I think what you just said right there. All the 41s up here are fucking whales.
Yeah, and only a whale can win against a whale. So or I mean, like one whale or two whales and some other 38, 39, 40 team up, but not our alliance. So yeah, you guys just go kill them.
Now, now on the other end, we'll use hey, goat, Holbrook, goat. Let me ask you, when that shit happens, like for say you're attacking the second rank alliance and stuff like that, and or you're attacking a mine or something like that, and then all of a sudden people come in and hit you. At that point, what goes through your head? Not talking about hitting your city. I'm talking about hitting the fleet that's out.
Uh, Nothing really. Who cares? It's troops.
It's troops. Troops are meant to die.
I mean,
That's
it's just troops, right? Like I'm not playing the game to try to build a population. I'm trying to play. So
trying
if I
to.
made a mistake, I want to learn a lesson. But if I lose a fleet, I lose a fleet.
How
He
many
doesn't
people?
care. He has the money to rebuild the fleet in like 10 minutes. Why would he be upset or care?
Well, I mean, see, at this point, like Holbrook and 785, he, regardless, he doesn't care about losing his troops. We get that. But for say if his nation wasn't about trying to lower the BP and they're about just continuously growing and growing and growing, I think it might be a little bit different. Only because that's like, oh shit, that's a 60-day heal. Or do you just let it? Do you heal him, or do you just say fucking let him die?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I would probably retreat. Like, I feel like there's a bad way to play this game where you enter battles you shouldn't enter, and you stay in battles you shouldn't stay in, and you worry about your battle power. But
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want to play that way. I like you when you attacked me while I was in the mine. I was like, I don't really care. We'll see how this plays out. I know I'm at a disadvantage because I'm defending. Let's just see what happens. And then when somebody else came in and you were obviously going to win because you had reins, I was just like, okay, cool. Now we'll withdraw. And I don't remember what I lost, but maybe
It,
60 grand or something.
it wasn't much. And
Yeah.
honestly, it kind of felt like like when you went into the mine, I didn't know you were heading to the mine. I was just sending there too. And when I finally sent, I seen, oh shit, he's sending too. I had no clue. I was like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah. We didn't talk about anything, but I was like, sure. I mean, a battle's fun, right? Like
Yeah.
we didn't play to sit next to each other. Let's have a fight, see what happens.
Kumbaya, kumbaya. Yeah, we poured right next to each other. We're just like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And
I think you
honestly,
have to play. Go ahead.
I was gonna lose that fight too.
Yeah,
But
and I didn't know either until the fight started, and then I could have just not gone to the mine. I saw you coming. Also, I could have retreated right away, but it's like you. I think you also have to, if you want to tell other people that troops don't matter, you have to play like troops don't matter. So
facts.
you can't hide your fleet and then expect other people to kill theirs.
That's facts right there. That's facts. Guys, I want you to hit. Well, Woody, can you send? No, I don't want to lose my troops, guys. Can't be that guy. Can't be that guy.
I don't even use my SOS anymore because I want to post reports that show losses so people get comfortable with losses.
I mean, I lose. I'm not gonna win everything, especially if there's reinforcements. That SOS is for when it's too much of a loss. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking walk into a 30 people fucking hit and lose the whole entire fleet, the whole fucking 630,000 troops. No, I'm gonna SOS that. But like
Yeah.
losing 100,000, you heal it and get them back.
Yeah, like if I ran into you, I would use an SOS.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
yeah, but it's for like, oh, I've fucked up now. It's purposes.
Yeah.
It's not like your first time where you're going to lose. You should drop that SOS because you're afraid to lose a fleet.
It's when you really fuck up. When you're about to literally lose the whole fleet. That's when you use that shit.
You know what the problem, Woody?
Yeah.
If me, as a simple player, not spender, etc., I go in and start an attack, and I lose, like Holbrook said, I don't care about the fleet. Okay, I'll just lose it. After Void, you just come and wipe my ass. Not wipe me out, I meant.
Well, you're
So
you're you're
you just kill me because I gave points away. This is why most of the people, for example, in Rock and in our alliance, don't dare go and do some attacks because in case we lose, you just come and zero our assets because we gave points away. Lots of people actually quit or just said I'm not playing Void because if I don't know we make a bad attack, then we will be scolded and shit like that.
well.
I'm sorry if
If
it bothers you, the truth. I am sorry, but this is the truth.
I won't see, I'll
When you
never.
guys when
I'll,
you guys fuck up, because you also give points away. Not all your attacks are you don't win all the attacks.
so
But you
there's
know you're the standard, you're carrying the nation, and you're allowed to do that. But if
no, 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 no,
we
no,
do
no,
that,
no. That's not true. Trust me, that's not true. There's been people that got burnt because their bubble fell, and they either A, lose all their troops in the battle, or B, afterwards they're being burned. Like we don't just specifically say, okay, this alliance they have to follow the rules. No, it's like for instance, I'm never going to burn someone if they lose a battle fighting. I'm never going to burn it. They lost the
well,
battle.
I
They
hope
lost
you
troops.
don't.
But it's those
I hope
people.
you.
It's those people that leave their troops in their city, and their bubble falls. Yeah, they're going to be burned.
My character is just saying hello, hello, Alex.
Hello.
I just hope you just burn us only if we drop our field and we get just stupidly attacked and lose troops,
No,
but not for bad attacks.
no, no.
Because
If
this is why one of the reasons people don't dare attack, because they'll be punished after that, or you just come and reproach us, say, "Oh, you lost points." I don't know. We were trying to win. We
No,
lost. We spent so much money, and you just lost points and shit like that.
we
Alex, shut up.
we're never gonna burn a second or third rank alliance if they're participating and trying to get points for Void. I would never burn that. They've already lost a lot of troops in that one hit if they lost.
Okay, I have
It's
like several witnesses now here.
yeah.
Look how many people we have as witnesses.
It like I said, it's about the bubble dropping, troops are left in there, and I see Holbrook literally on the edge of your freaking hive, scouting around. He hasn't seen you yet. At that point, I have no choice. I have no choice but to burn and get those troops out of there. Like this, it's either me or him, and if I don't take him, he's going to. Um, that's
And
what.
so it's also in a way, Woody, when people speed in and defend, and then it's up against the whale, and it's obvious you're going to lose.
Yeah. There also has to be a point, like for say,
But then there's the traps where we go up and attack, and you fall into a trap. So then you want to use your SOS. And well, if I was in the top alliance, I definitely wouldn't accuse or burn a person just because they lost an attack.
well, I think another thing about trapping is that people need to recognize this, and they should recognize this within the first two traps. Is if you got that whale that's coming in there and he's losing the battle, but killing more troops, because he's only allowed to lose what we'll just say 450, maybe 500,000 troops, but he's killing 1.2 million, 2 million cute troops. You guys need to stop doing those traps because
Yeah.
now, yeah, even though he's losing the battle and you got that report, he is gaining so many more points um, for not
Then
only
all the defending.
correct. He's gaining too many points. At that point, stop trapping, get away, put a bubble up. Don't be doing that. And that's something that people should recognize within the first two kind of traps. I get it. The first trap, oh shit, okay, we won, you're happy, but then when you look at that report, really look into it, how many troops you lost. That's
Yeah, I'm more a attacker, not a defender.
well, defending. Okay, so here's the thing. This is actually controversial about. I know we're not supposed to defend in frenzy, okay, and I get that because of the points, but we're at a point like 736. We're at a point that if we tell people stop defending, stop defending, stop defending, okay, people are just not going to play, and then when come void time, they're just not going to show up. So if we have our whales online and we know that it's going to be more than just a single person that attacks it. It's going to be like 5 or 6. Yeah, we're going to defend because at that point we have a good possibility to where we can get more points, like 3/4 more points than they can in that attack.
Yeah, and on the tower, I mean, it's equal as long as you score more points than the other opponent.
3/4 more, 3/4. But yeah, and on top of that, let's say you do lose it in points wise, and it's somewhat close. At least you got your alliance players active.
Yeah.
Like for instance, and I think I just said this is like we can't get more than 20 people in an attack, and I've asked some people, why don't you attack? Why don't you attack? And people has PM me saying because you say don't defend, don't defend. So at this point, why should I even show up?
It is supposed to be a non-defend in frenzy, but if you don't do it, it's no fun.
Yeah, you kind
And
of
then
go
in
inactive.
void, you defend and attack as long as you score more points in a way.
Right, and we understand that. But my point is the activity. We all want activity. We all want 50, 60 people in an attack, right?
Yeah, and
You keep telling your people don't defend, don't defend, don't defend, and then when you really need them to defend, such as Void, they're just not going to show up because
yeah.
you've already told one too many times don't defend, don't defend. So it's beat into their head.
I mean, 52's in the same situation, not having the amount in the top alliance to attack.
It sucks. I've seen.
Yeah, no, we are.
I've
maybe
seen.
up to 50 people. Not.
I've
at all,
seen
really, at the moment.
So I've seen, and we have LB to God here, 923. I've seen 923 even in Frenzy. I've seen them defend before as long as they have numbers and they can score more points. They're gonna do it. But if they only have like a couple people on, they're probably not gonna do it. Am I right or am I wrong, God?
Nah, we don't defend a frenzy at all.
I,
Your ass on your own. You just go without that shield.
dude, I could have swore I've seen you guys defend. Maybe it was a
Nah,
void. Maybe it was a void.
Hey, we
we,
will.
Yeah, I was about to say it was probably us.
I mean, we will do it. It depends on. I mean, you got to analyze the whole situation, though. Everybody's going in on their own. I mean, if we have like 20 online and we see two guys marching around trying to find something, then if we have that guy online ready to bubble, I mean, we'll just go crush them on different things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll do it, but it's also when you have a larger lead, so we don't want to be surprised by something. I mean, Woody, I think I think you're a really nice guy in general on these things, because we will watch, and if the second or third alliance decide to do some sort of defense on a void or anything else and they get crushed, we're messaging them right away, like, stop. Because if we're in a close battle, because all of our voids, we go in like 1 billion down, 2 billion down, because we don't have the preliminary numbers to compete on most things. But that, I mean, it's just bad for them to battle. They don't have the power. And as soon as one person catches them, they start calling all the other big guys.
Yeah.
So you know they're coming harder.
Yep.
So again, like we discourage our second and third alliance to actually fight.
If, for example, the difference in points is small, and we know only SPT, Woody's Alliance, can win and keep the winning coming, or keep the difference, keep us, winning, then we stop. We don't make stupid mistakes. But if the difference is way bigger than they could, I don't know, catch up with, if the difference is, let's say, half a billion, right? And no matter how many mistakes we make as top 2, 3, whatever, we still lose, then why not just have fun? If the difference is very small, then yes, we just, step aside and let the, top one alliance handle it, or just keep the score,
So
as keep the win for us.
okay, so this is the way I think about it. Like in 736, if we're up against a nation that we're starting to lose, and we're down by 2.3 or 2 billion points, and we know we're not going to win this. Me or Kay, we're going to start trying to go for the individual. So at that point, the age of individual either is A, too close for a single mistake to happen, or B, it's the enemy nation's top guy is going for the individual too at that point. So now when other people say, no, well, we're down below so much, who cares? Well, now at this point where we know that we're going to lose, it's not about losing, it's about the individual points. Is it selfish? I don't know, because if I'm dropping $2,500, $3,500 into that single void, and now you see that I'm trying to go for that individual, is it selfish to actually drop your bubble to get those boxes? Is anyone going to pay me back for that $3,500 you just dropped in that void to get just the individual award? That's the way I look at it. Like,
yeah, it's the whales that spend the most and work the hardest to try and get the win.
yeah, and Angela said it perfect right here. She says, when we know that we can fuck up a win, we can stand back. We can stand back. And you know what they have before? They have 100%. They know that there's a possibility that there's a whale just waiting for someone to drop a bubble, waiting for that trap. They stay shut.
But even Hob will not attack the top alliance. If ED1 can't take it out, we definitely can't.
Facts. That is facts. That is facts. You ever notice, like, usually the enemy top alliance always goes for, not going to say always, but majority of times, they go for the second rank alliance? You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Like, they always do go for second rank alliance. They don't want to fight the first rank alliance unless they absolutely have to. Or you're like unless you're another fighting people with a lot of fucking whales online. But man, they really don't like going for that first rank alliance. Like 785 Holbrook, he went right for us. Right out as soon as it started, they went right for us. So But that's what we do. We'll go right for the number one alliance itself. And I think the reason why I do that and we do that is if you can win the first couple matches in that first rank alliance and it's against their whale, it sends a real big intimidation message to them that I don't think we can win this, and they stay bubbled. And it does happen. It happens all the time.
I mean, I just go because I want to know, like, where do I stand? What are we doing? How are you guys going to defend?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's
Just
put,
kamikaze, bro.
let's go play Russian roulette.
I mean, the worst that can happen is losing a fleet, right? So,
Yeah.
whatever.
You learn your lesson real quick. Like when I hit you, I learned a very valuable lesson that day. Pay attention to
Yeah,
who it
but
is.
it's also Holbrook is very analytical about all this too.
Yeah.
Like he's analyzing every time, like how much you're defending. He's going back and looking at reports, doing things. How many do we have to get online? How many can we get going? All those things. Like Holbrook is a extremely analytical player. Everybody knows that. So it is about timing too, though. I mean, everybody knows that as well. Like right when you come out of the gates at reset is usually when you start to have those big battles. But like, are they going to stay online? Are they going to lose their numbers? Because you see it, you can get 50 online, 50, 60, 70 online, and within 1 hour, you'll be back down to 25.
Yeah. You're or within 5 minutes. All right,
Oh, yeah,
guys.
even in 5 minutes.
EW just ended, guys. Let's go fucking find a city and hit him. Everyone's bubbled, so you got fucking 30 people just unlogged like within 5 minutes. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, guys? Come on. No, I don't want to
Yeah.
look. I don't want to look at a city. I only want
When
to.
What's
when we were
going
playing
on?
7.5.6, they were fucking slapping us in the first hour or two.
Mm-hmm.
When we were throwing, I think we had like 52 in those battles, and they were bringing like 70, and we were just getting fucking beat over. But 3-4 hours into it, we still had 30 to 40 people, and they were all going offline. And
That's
basically past that point, it just turned into a, okay, you're coming at our tower in their nation, and we're instantly jumping to the other one. So if you can kind of like gauge when they're active and then just hit them, overpower them in those scenarios, and then past that point just kind of play, okay, now you see me, now you don't, and it works out pretty well.
I do that quite a bit. Tower wise, if I know that I can't beat them because they have too many people in there, I will jump to their nation and try to get at least half of them to port back into here to their nation. At least their whales, because their whales are going to be the people that actually kicks me out. Is they're going to have their 2 whales or 3 whales to kick me out. If I can get them to come back into their nation to get me out of there, that means it allows SPT to kick them out of ours, and then you got that whale going back and forth playing cat and mouse, and that it sucks for them, and it sucks for. I mean, it doesn't really suck for the person actually doing it to them, but it sucks for the person that has to play cat and mouse. Especially if they'll leave the tower right before they get there.
And that's the other thing. Even if the second and third alliance, if you know you're not going to win on things, but if you can get a couple of those good players that can jump into a tower and exit and make them waste speed and jump around and play cat and mouse too, that's huge. Because as soon, the top alliance is focused on taking the biggest battle, and you got the second or third alliance, someone like can go in and they put a fleet in and they can get the confirm out before they get in there to get them. I mean, they're jumping around. If we watch the whales, right? Like everyone's going to watch the Woodies, the Holbrooks.
Yep.
Like if they leave or if their bubble changes or anything else, we know we have a better chance on things.
Yeah.
So as soon as they leave or wherever we can confirm where they're at, we're going back to that tower.
One thing I do hate is those people that sends 1 zombies into a tower. Like, okay, for one, you're not getting no points for being in there. Like, you might get 2-3 points an hour. Like, why are you even in there? You know what I mean? Why? are you even in there? Like you're not getting any points from it. But they'll
Bro,
they'll
in their mind, they're a hero. They made you waste so much speed. They're a fucking hero.
yeah, but
Dude,
we don't care.
there
See,
have been
see,
times that people did that from the second or third alliance of the nation we were playing, and we're sitting there watching it like, oh my god, these guys are our hero. No one hit them out of those towers because the top alliance actually needs tower points right now, and they can't get them because they can't knock their own people from the second and third alliance out of the enemy towers.
oh man.
So
That's
they
amazing.
literally can't get tower points because some fuck is sitting there with one zombie.
That's one thing I've learned about this game is people can definitely make up their own narrative and convince themselves they're a hero for something that doesn't matter
Yeah.
at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah. Totally. I've seen it before, and you ask yourself, what are they thinking? Like what? But yet they think that they're in the right. Like
Yeah, and they don't understand the game, and they're not going to learn the game, so they're going to continue to be a hero in their mind, and you're going to continue to laugh.
or here's another one: a C-34 SOS in a city like mine. Like, why did you do that? And then we'll just say a city like mine, not just mine. Any 41. There a 34 is going to SOS a 41 and get maybe we'll just say 1,500 troops worth. That's still not even enough to open any boxes, and they just wasted their SOS. Now they got to heal them if they want. It's
That's
I,
ridiculous.
I've seen it happen. I did it. I seen it and played it and put it in a video of them doing it. Like I don't understand it. Like you hit a wall. Why? For one, why would you even send? I'm not gonna. I mean, Holbrook, I know I sent towards your city. Whatever, you tricked me. But I would not intentionally send, knowing it was you. Come on, like I would intentionally do that.
Of course.
I will never forget that. By the way, I'll never forget that.
Woody, we do in 785. We don't let people defend, and it's all in the rules. And it's rules for if you drop your shield on accident, then there's punishment for that. But if you lost troops attacking, there's no punishment for that.
Yeah.
You can specify all this stuff in rules, but if I were in your nation, if I were you, I would just say, guys, let's not care about frenzy at all, and then people defend if you want, but let's be excited about void, and let's use frenzy to practice for void. So even if you have a bad report where you've lost points, but you would have won points in void, that could be like a good training exercise.
I mean, like I said, I would never attack someone for a bad hit. I would.
I agree. I agree with Holbrook right now.
But like,
Maybe this way. Look
go
at
ahead.
the nation right now. It's almost dead, right? We barely talk to each other. We
Yeah.
barely come online. We barely play something. So if we have no challenges, then it's okay. I'll just go 5 minutes online, do the dailies, and join an elite war or something, and then just be done. But if, as Holbrook said, I don't know, we don't care about frenzy, and we just engage. Have the rush, the adrenaline, whatever. If even if we lose, it doesn't matter. It's just to engage, to make people engage, and if we, I don't know, we play a frenzy and we lose, no matter, it's the teamwork. And maybe in void they'll say, oh, we had really good fights, no matter if we lost. Let's do that back in void, but of course try not to lose points or something. It might be a way to, I don't know, to revive the nation. I
Well,
don't know, he might be right.
and I agree 100% that what you're saying. Like, I mean, I can't speak for like Kay or Drunken Tiger. I can't speak for them, but I can speak for myself. Frenzy is always something I've always said. It is the event to practice what your alliance can do. It is a challenge thing that what your alliance can do, because when Void comes, there is no what word am I fucking thinking of? There's no sorries. You know what I mean? There is. There's no sorries that come void. You lose what you lose. If you fuck up, you're gonna pay for it, kind of deal. And what I mean by it's like you fuck up and hit a wall, you're gonna pay for it by losing your own troops in that one hit. Again, I would never attack a city, and I don't think anyone in our nation would attack a city for a bad hit. We've done bad hits, but But when a bubble drops and the troops are still in there, um, I mean that's a different story.
No, we are not talking about bubble drops.
I know. I'm
Those are
just
for sure. You just zero his ass. Even if it's our alliance, your alliance, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, that if you're one of the members from your alliance, I don't mean the spenders, drops a bubble, and we were to go, to attack him, I think you'd start a civil war. But if one of our guys drops the bubble, then it's fine. I totally agree with zeroing the player that drops the bubble. That's always been my I don't know. That's a must to be zeroed. But that's
well.
all only for bubble drop.
So here's the thing. You guys already are so good at if someone drops a bubble, you guys are kicking them out and burning them after void or frenzy before we even do that. So like, we don't even need to worry about doing that because you guys are already on top of it. It's those players that like they have too many troops where you guys can't overcome. Then yeah, like I've got a lot of messages from the R5s of both Rock and I still call you guys fam. I don't care what you change your name from to. Both of you guys saying,
I don't know why, but whatever.
hey, but I've had messages from both R5s saying, hey, we can't burn this guy. You want to take care of it. And at that point, yeah, I'm all for it. I'll come, sling the dong around a little bit. But for the most part, I don't know if you guys noticed, I don't attack players in my nation because I don't need to unless it's necessary. Yes, I did hit that one guy when it first came because I had a. Yeah. But he no longer plays the game, and the city is actually.
Well, just so you know, like 2 weeks ago, I went to Poland
Mhm,
and we spoke, and he gave me lots of tips and the information on what to visit, etc.,
mhm.
and how to get around in Poland. So he really is a nice guy, just so you know,
Yeah,
in real life.
I know he is. I know. And playtime, that's his old city. Playtime.
He's playing his city.
No, yeah, playtime. That's the old city of who I forget his name, but that's his city right there.
Yeah, well, it was a strong city when he sold it, so
Yeah,
he spent a lot of money.
it was a 34 when it got exchanged, absolutely 100%. But now it's a 40. So
Yeah,
I know we lost a player, but we were able to get a player in there that
no,
was able.
he was going to quit anyway. He started I don't know, playing less in December. In the first year we started because he just had his first baby,
Mhm.
and his wife had some, I don't know, postnatal, I don't know, depression or whatever it's called in English. So he was having a hard time with the kid, and the wife, of course, she was always, angry and whatever. So he it wasn't just your attack, that made him quit. He just had, I don't know, had to had a good reason to quit,
Mhm.
because he already had, let's say, struggles in real life with the kid, because so that was just one of the reasons, but not the main reason. It was just something that, okay, it's done. It's
It was
my
like
time to quit. This is it.
it was how like when Top Man left that night he was done when I came here. So in a YouTube chat, Hitman 22 from Nation 700, he better describes why they put that one zombie in there. Hey J Dog, can you mute your mic? We got a lot of background noise coming from you. But so he says, put a zombie in a tower as a scout. You can counterattack when the light goes off. It's not for points. That does make sense. But if it's a third rank alliance that's putting that one scout in there, and the number one alliance is um, hitting it, that's kind of a different story at that point. 700 Hitman's asking me who would you play Frenzy. We were playing 666. It's Lock Nation. I'll go ahead and show you guys. So I have to go through 669 to see them because it's a Lock Nation. It's going to be a high scoring Frenzy. I'm hoping that they fight. 661 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I gotta look at 9. Here it is. Alright, so we have 441s, quite a bit 40s, even more 39s. So, I mean, but their BP is all doable. So me or K can probably solo all these guys. It would take two of us to get this top guy. Because if you look at the officer, this is the where is that top guy? Who is the top guy? This guy, Gan, the red tiger guy. So these maybe these two we might not. This guy we can't solo because of the he has too many troops. But me, K, and one more can definitely get him at 90 million BP. Um, but this guy we can solo. Everyone else can be soloed. So we're kind of hoping that the bubbles drop or they fight us because it's going to be really fun and entertaining. But again, it's a lock nation, so let's see what the kills are. So they like to fight. So I'm looking at this could be either A, in nation civil war, or B, it can be from maybe they do fight. Probably most likely in nation civil war. Warplanes are not looking so good over in their end. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gold planes only. Where are we at in gold plane wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're about the same in gold planes. But the strength of the gold planes is much larger. Fucking K is just pulling away with his plane. I can't catch him now. Remember I passed him that one time? Now he's just pulled away, but he's almost like 100,000 more. Just pulling away.
I didn't check the numbers, but I did see he passed you.
Yeah. Oh, I noticed the day he passed me. I was like, damn. And he's getting close to passing me and the officers too. Like I said, this guy is fucking not fucking around. He's gonna pass me, which is I'm happy. If he passes me, I'm happy because that means you got someone else that's literally looking to win. You know what I mean? Like the kills that he has, 182 million, and he's got to remember.
Yeah, but that could be a good thing for the win of the nation, and that could be a bad thing for the peace of the nation.
I mean,
Because you're not a guy that has huge ego, or even if you do, you're decent with all the nation. The rules and whatever you wanna implement in the nation, it's decent, it's logical, and you have our respect. But if K or whatever who it is, has an ego and starts doing shit, then it's not gonna be good for us.
so Kay is a really good man. He doesn't have an ego. He understands that there are mistakes, that people do make. He understands, and he kind of thinks the same way I do. If they're fighting, and they lose points, they're fighting. They're trying to, help out the nation. But if a bubble drops, and troops are in there, then they're kind of free game, like trying to get rid of them. Like in the middle of KE. Not like I'm sure you understand what I mean. He thinks the same way I do. Drunken Tiger, on the other hand, that I can't speak for Drunken Tiger because Drunken Tiger
Oh no,
is
he
Drunken Tiger.
hasn't.
Yeah. But for the most part, the 41s that are up here, majority of them, even SMF, we all think the same way. Like, it is what it is. We would rather, honestly, be honest with you, if it's like a 37 or above and they make that one mistake, like they've learned enough from that one hit, it's those 34s that this is their third or fourth mistake over and over again. At that point, it's like, okay, this is starting to be a liability. Like, we need to do something about it. Try talking to them, try talking to our
We are
five.
not talking about repetitive mistakes. We are talking about, you know, I don't know, I got a bad attack this void, and maybe in four voids again. But if they continue doing the same mistake, yeah, it's normal to talk to him to zero. He has to do something, to teach him a lesson.
Yeah. Well, you ain't got anything to worry about in 736, Angela, and you already know that. Like,
Yeah,
you
I barely go online.
yeah,
I'm too busy these days.
you are a protected city in 736.
Yeah, until Cave passes you.
K is very well aware of it. Now, if your bubble drops in the middle of a void and your troops in there, no offense, I can't help you out of that one.
I have no problem with you zeroing me.
Like
Absolutely no problem. I'll just rebuild and that's all.
exactly.
Hell, I zeroed my city myself twice, so it's no problem. If I
There's
do drop the bubble, then yeah, I take the consequences. It's no problem. And no hard feelings.
so I think it. I
I was
think
being hypocrite. I fought for this rule for like I don't know 1 year until you joined us. I was the the number one bully and the biggest drama queen in the nation when bubble drops, and now I it would be I would be a hypocrite to just not be zeroed. If I do make the mistake, yeah, zero my ass. I don't care.
eh,
It's just for
Hey,
that.
I just wanted to say hello, man. How's everybody doing? I haven't been on here in a while.
yeah, it has been a while. How you doing? You guys beat us in the EW. GG on that, bro.
Yeah, yeah, but I wasn't even there, bro. They said it was so fast. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I don't think you were there either.
I showed up. You guys got us. You guys are stronger. I showed up like 5 or 6 minutes. I actually showed the video during this live about the whole fight. I showed up like 6 or 7 minutes late for one, and you guys just overpowered and walked through us. Like there's no excuses. You just were OP.
We finally came together though. We finally got that all the cities to merge into one alliance. That's the reason we've been winning.
Well, I don't know how many times I've said it. You just gotta suck it up and get it done. And you guys did it, and you're seeing a difference, aren't you?
Always seen a lot of difference, but I'm not playing as much now. I'm kind of like distant from the game. I haven't been playing at all. Actually,
Really? You okay?
Why? What
just been
happened?
busy. No, just been busy and a lot of stuff. It's just, and then to be honest, I need glasses, and I'm being a stubborn old ass, and I don't want to wear them, so it bothers me to get on the game
Ah, no, I understand
and
that.
look at the screen. Yeah, I got to get used to the readers and shit now, but that's probably the biggest reason I don't want to be in the
That's
game.
a stupid ego and a stupid decision. If you need them, just wear them.
If we're being real, um, so I'm blinder than a bat, and you always see me in glasses. Like I'm always in glasses now, but when I was younger, I hated my glasses. I was embarrassed to wear them, and I would put in contacts, and I wore even if I couldn't afford them, I would put contacts in. I would the same fucking contacts for 4 fucking years. You know the ones you're supposed to dispose 2 weeks later. Nah, 4 years later, I'm still putting those same pair in, and it kept to the point where my eyes hurt so bad, burnt so bad that I couldn't even put a new set in it. To the point where I'm just like, fuck it, I'm in glasses, and you know what? It's just something you accept. The older you get, you just don't care what people. You don't care about it. You just like, I don't give a fuck what you
That's
think.
stupid.
I don't think I care
The
about
most
the glasses. Go ahead.
bro, don't play with this thing. You don't know how it is to not see. You don't know how. No, just don't. No, don't play with it. Not with the
No,
sight.
no,
Not
I'm
with
not
your
playing with
head.
it. It's just sorry. It's just that I only need readers, and having the readers on my face, it's blurry for everything else. So I'm gonna have to like get bifocals because I don't want to be with the glasses on and off. That's what's bothering me the most. Flipping them up, flipping them down, flipping them up, flipping them down.
Let me
Yeah,
let
there
me
there are
1045s.
glasses that have this the I don't know the name in English for it, but there are glasses that can be for distance and
Bifocal.
for close.
Yeah, they're bifocals.
Same glasses.
Yeah, they're.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't need the distance. I'm like a hawk apparently from far. I just can't see from close. I'm bumping into things.
See, I can't see far, but I can see real close. Like
Dude.
as far as you hold your phone from your face, that's like I can see really good. You go
Oh
past
yeah.
that, you go past that point. Oh my God, who are you? What sex are you? Okay, there's a bump right there. It's got to be a female. Like,
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
dude, yeah. I remember one time my contact. I was driving home, and I know that we're off topic, but we'll get back into it. But I was driving home from work, and my eyes were hurting so fucking, like they were hurting. So I'm driving, and I can't stop. So I take one out, take them both out, and I drop my glasses. I'm like, oh shit! Like I almost got in an accident. I almost went off the road and everything. Like I'm all like, oh, where you at? Reaching and everything. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
I turned 45 and my eyes turned off. It was like clockwork. I hit 45, they went away. So,
I used to have 20/20 vision back in like third grade, fourth grade, and I remember this day. I look at that. You remember when the eclipse happens? They say to grab a piece of paper, poke a hole in it, and just look at the eclipse on the ground. Back in the days, my dumb ass, of course, looked up. Was like, I can see the eclipse. 2 weeks later, I was blind. Like, damn. Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
does suck, man. But I'm gonna have to get to it and get some bifocals, even if I don't. I mean, I gotta, I just gotta do it because otherwise I won't be able to function day to day stuff. I read a lot
or,
on my phone, so
or surgery. I've heard. I'm scared to do the surgery because I don't know how the repercussions of it is. But from what I understand, is people that got it, good 92% or 93%,
Mhm.
they're fine.
If you decide on a surgery, just do one eye at a time,
Fuck,
not both in the
Oh,
same time.
I don't
do they
know.
do that?
I mean, I don't know.
That's
I'm
kind of
pretty sure
scary.
they.
If you
I'm
wanna,
pretty sure they
I don't
just
know
do
the
one
name
at a
in
time.
English for it. For example, if you
I,
have like -5, -6, whatever, I don't know the name for it.
I don't know. I
Those
think
minus and plus, how they're called.
I think I'd rather just get it
Those
all done at
measurements.
once. I think I'd rather just get it all done at once.
Don't you have
It,
to be
No,
awake for that?
never.
Like,
Woody,
aren't you
never.
looking at that?
what?
Man, just listen to me.
Isn't
Don't
it
do
a
it.
awake procedure? Like, aren't you up
You
for
can
that?
do
Like,
it. No,
can't you
you
see
can do it in
everything
the
going
same.
on?
You can do it in the same time, both eyes, but it's not recommended. Listen to me. My mother-in-law was a nurse. She had 40 years of activity, and then she made a surgery to both eyes, and now she's blind.
Oh,
So you can't even imagine how hard it
Oh,
is
shit.
to get blind or to not see. It's no, just no.
I think I'm joining the glasses gang after that comment. I don't. That's scary as fuck.
yeah. And honestly, that's the reason why I haven't got surgery because I'm scared of being that 2% that goes blind. Like even though each year I'm going blinder and blinder, I'm scared of the instant blindness. But if I were to do
As
that,
long as you're not like minus 12, 15, minus more than 10, that it's fine. But like every 2 years, you have to do a checkup and to see if those, I don't know the name for them, just,
bifocals, eye exams.
whatever they are called. I don't know. I don't speak English very well. So if those just increase, then it's bad. And you need to consider surgery. If not, there are surgeries that, for example, if you're minus, let's say 7, you can drop to -3, minus whatever you want to drop.
I'm
But
fucking.
only one eye at a time, not
I,
both at the same time.
I'm minus 7.25 each eye, both the same.
Yeah.
You
I
can
don't know,
start by
man.
with one eye if you're scared.
If
When
I
I paid for my dad's surgery, like a day or two after it, he was sitting there like crying, happy with me about it.
mhm,
So I would think about doing it personally.
maybe
Yeah.
it's like 10 grand. I know
I don't
that.
know anybody. I don't know anybody that's done it, but I mean, it's got to be more successful than not, right?
Well,
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
last
thinking.
the
It
last time
depends.
the last time I thought about it, it was years ago. I mean, when it first started coming out. So, I mean, that's like you're talking about 15, 20 years ago when I was thinking about it. It has to have been better by now. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
mean, he said it was literally life changing for him.
Yeah.
So
So, but back into the game. Do we have any questions about the game, about the Warplane, about Frenzy, about what you should and should not do?
What's up with the warplane? We got new stuff there. I bought as much as I can, being on the game as little as I
Oh,
am. But
dude. So, oh my God, you really haven't been around. I did make a guide, uh, a warplane guide. I was a video, and I'll show it real quick. Um,
Give us the link because I have so many shit in my inventory and I have to use it because my OCD is killing me. So I have to just use everything there. Show me
hold on.
where do I use those?
So this video, hold on, right here. I'll click on it, but I'm going to mute it. Come on, click. Are going to be, So I made a warplane guide. It explains like there are people that say, well, I don't agree with you, this and that. Well, that's fine. You don't have to agree. This is what I see. And all the other whales that have been talking, have been paying attention and documenting all the stuff that's happening, has been putting into place, and we all agree that this is what should be in like what should be done. So you have the time to watch it before you go buying like crazy, I would watch it and carefully do it like that because it's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. At all.
Yeah, I know. The first time around, I messed that up.
And I also like marked. You can see how I got circles and stuff like that. Marked like everything I talk about, what we went over, so on and so forth,
Nice.
stuff like that. So that's what I did like that. So I don't know if it's gonna help. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But
Anything helps right now. I don't know what's going on.
well, I mean, you figure like this: you got all this officer equipment that was fucking game changing. It made me one of the strongest cities in the entire globe down to maybe the top 10. You know what I mean? It did a lot of damage. Now this warplane equipment, I think what people have to realize is it's not about how strong you can get your city looking, with the HP and the attack. It's more about all these other things that come with it, like the side planes that come with it that's always attacking,
Yeah.
dealing damage every time. It's not like it's not like a chance. It's damage every time. Or the storm bomb that's attacking and doing damage to every single troop on the board every time, every 10 seconds. You know, that kind of stuff, or the healing, the automatic healing. Eventually, this is going to be huge. I'm only at 26%, but that 26% is one extra hit. You know what I mean? And then, of course, the last one, reduced damage taken by melee by the whole army. So the increased melee to increased melee attack or increased damage to melee, that's the counter to it. That now you're gonna. It's only what a little bit, but every little bit counts at that point.
You're
So
still recruiting Udi for real? Come on.
what?
Why are you recruiting so many troops?
What do you mean? Why am I? Because you see where it
You
says
you you're going for like 100 million troops, and you're telling us to drop troops so that we decrease our nation BP. But you keep recruiting.
who's the one fighting voids? Who's the one that's who's the,
You're
who's the
already
one
having us.
who's the one that's losing 5 to 10 million BP fighting these voids for our nation? That's why. It's because the BP the troops that I'm creating right now is what I'm going to use to fight in void, and my BP is going to drop again. I'm fighting. I'm using them the way I'm not just recruiting them and not fighting. I'm fighting and losing
I'm
them
gonna
too.
take screenshots of your BP right now and after void and see how much you lose.
That's fine because I was at 355 when I fought 385, and now I've dropped down to 350 before. So that's 5 million BP in just troops.
Yeah, like trying to
But
trying to
remember,
take
but
you.
remember, but remember, Angela, I'm fighting. I see a city
I know
drop
you
at
are.
41. I'm going at it. I'm not gonna just what I create. I create to attack in a fight. I'm not like this sleepy guy. I've already told and warned. Um, this guy right here. This guy.
I'm teaching
C30.
you, man.
I
I
know.
just I
C39.
I just
92.
missed I just missed our fight.
This guy right here. Sleepy. C39. 92 million BP. Only 15 million kills. There's a problem. And I've already
Yeah.
spoke to him. That's a problem. Like, you need to stop. But he's at the point where he cannot fight. He cannot hide his troops. He cannot go in enemy nation at
No,
all.
because he's gonna lose.
Yep.
Yeah, and just
He,
give points away.
but yeah, that's if I was him with that kind of BP, yeah, I'd probably have to lower my BP real fucking quick. But being that I am a fighter, a really big fighter for our nation, my shit's it's not gonna go much higher than that. It's gonna always be right around there because I'm always fighting.
I know.
I love ya.
But who else is going to tease you and I don't know, annoy you? 'Cause no other people dare to do that in our nation. So
Yeah, that's your job. I know. I
I
need.
know.
I need a sandwich. You want to make me one?
Nah, I'm too lazy right now.
Did you catch that? Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. I'll go.
It's alright.
I'll have some other chick make me one. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
I
joking.
mean, yeah, well, I
Yeah,
didn't
so,
get the
so
joke, so it's fine.
who all left the game so far? Woody, has anybody else left the game?
Um. So Vegas is gone for a little bit. He said he's going to be returning once they get a merger. Which I mean, it's not bad. He does bubble every single void or frenzy. So I mean, he's doing his part. He's not affecting 785 because he was removed from the main alliance. So he's not affecting their merger possibilities anymore. You have Hellfish that got zeroed out. He does bubble, but that's all he does at this point. Um,
You got 52.
51, yeah, 52. There's quite a bit of people that has left the game, uh,
Not spending.
and not spending. You got Raz that left the game. City's still there, but he left.
Bella is playing his TT.
Someone's playing it. It's not him though. So you can't give a city away and take it back. Like that's a big no-no. Like if you're gonna give a city away for someone to play it, you wash your hands of that city. You decide to come back, you better start an earned account because you've already given it away. It's no longer yours, or trade, whatever you want to call it. Dang, we were just talking about sleepy, and here he goes online. He knows. He knows he's too high. He knows. But whatever. He'll
I
eventually get.
just stopped sleeping. I just keep like the most I keep is 5 full fleets, so that I don't have to worry about losing. If I lose 1 fleet or 2 fleet, it's fine. I still have three, and I don't care. I will never have more than 5 fleets. Never. Because I'm not a spender, and I know I don't want to play under stress.
Right.
I know I can hide an amount of fleet and of troops, and I don't care.
I
But
agree.
yeah, 3 a.m. reset doesn't really help me.
No.
Hey
Um.
Woody, my guys didn't think that you were gonna share that video of the Elite Wars. They're really they're
I.
really amazed. I don't know why.
So I showed it on this live earlier today. Um. I wasn't home. Like, well, actually, I was home. I literally woke up to go take a piss. And I checked out and they said that we were seeing that we were in Elite Wars. That's why I showed up late because I was out cold. Like, wasn't gonna show up, but I had to pee. And
No.
no joke, dude. Because it was at what, like 10 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. That I'm out cold at that time. Like, unless I got
Bro,
to
I said
go ahead.
yeah. I set a few alarms and I was walking in with the alarm ringing in my ear and I said, "Oh, Elite Wars." And I walked to my phone. I grabbed my phone and it was over. I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, it went
I
by.
was pissed. I haven't participated in so long, and the one thing I wanted to do, I missed.
Did you rewatch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
Holy shit! We got. What? How did this happen? I know Death 385, but then Wolfpack just challenged us again. What the hell? What the hell? 955,
Looks like a lot are interested in like
3.2. Let's check their alliance. All right, so number one ranked alliance was at 955. Let's check out 955. See what. Show you how I do my homework. 955. 957. So I gotta literally find it. 957. I need 955. Was it 955? Yeah, right here. All right, let's check and see what they got cooking. All right, number one alliance. Is this number one? I'm assuming that they are. Wait, no. It's mass. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. So WA1, 1, 2, 3. I got 341s, 140, 38s. Okay. Commander. Okay, so he's super strong, stronger than I am. This guy is just as strong, a little bit weaker than I am. Abu. This is not his. This is not the Abu I know, is it? Abu Sad? It might be. It is. No. This isn't Abu, is it? I thought Abu was much stronger than that. Maybe he's
I think
hiding.
Abu is a 910.
Was he? Yeah, he was a 910, wasn't he?
Yeah, Abu Khalid. I don't know how to pronounce the name.
Well, there's a couple
Hey,
Abus,
Big Bird.
but I know there's one Abu that's just freaking outrageously strong. I don't know if it's this guy. I want to say it's someone else.
The 910 guy.
910? Alright.
Yeah.
This.
I have a question for Big Bird
Well, hold on.
when you are done.
Hold on. So, we got a 22. We'll just call it 23 because he's close. So that's super strong. Mass. Um, 20, 17, 14, 12. Okay, so there is a drop from 3 and down. These three we'd have to worry about. Are these three? Okay, let's see what their Titans look like. Ooh, fucking nightmare. They got some good
Yeah.
Titans. They got some
Um,
good Titans. Holy cow.
so the Abu you're thinking of is from 910. But both of those nations are kind of where the they're both very heavy with Middle Eastern population.
Right. Well, our believe it or not, our nation is mostly Middle Eastern. Like
Yeah,
Americans are very
just like
rare.
specifically in the 900s, they're both kind of, I mean 910 more so, but they're both kind of recruiting from that angle.
Or we gotta see where they are on the ranking. I guess that will better explain everything. So 955 we're looking for.
That cookie city is Jason from 833 or no. What nation are they? 830?
830.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, he gave this city to Cookie.
So they're in they're in the top 100, 88. So they're gonna be competable. This is gonna, oh boy, this should be fun. And that one, my friends, is in 1 day, 22 hours. So in 3 days, 2 days, Sunday. Oh boy, oh boy,
Alright.
should be fun. That Jason guy, I could have swore it was not in that alliance though. That Cookie City.
I think it's
Yeah, it's not in
I
that
think
alliance.
like currently.
Yeah, it's in MAF versus WA1.
Oh, I have no idea on that. But
But yeah,
um
that's definitely is Jason City though.
yeah. Lala's saying that they have people in both of those nations. Like there's people from 910 and 955 and the other way around.
Oh wait. What do you mean?
Lala's saying there's players that play in both nations,
Oh,
955 and 910.
okay.
But I don't think necessarily that Abu is playing in both nations, but I think there's definitely players lower than that level that are.
Hmm. So you don't think this is the Abu I'm thinking of?
No, I think that's a different one.
Okay. All right. Well,
If it was, you'd have an interesting time.
well, I'm wondering if let's just say this guy is, but he started off older, so he's just still building. That's a good possibility, and if that's the case. When it comes to officers, he's building fast.
I don't know for sure. We could find out pretty easily though.
Yeah. Either way, I have no problems with any of these guys. Like personally, you know, they're gonna be a problem in EW. I'll tell you that, especially Mass. Mass is definitely gonna be a problem. Someone I can't beat.
Yeah, yeah, he's always going to be speeding around.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. And you know what? They're gonna treat it like a Super Bowl. I know that. I hate. I guess that's one of the cons about me, who I am. Is any event that I go on, it's a fucking Super Bowl event against everyone. Like we're going against 736 guys. Let's go. It's Woody. He might be recording. It is what it is. It is what it is. But all right, Angela, you said you had a question for Big Bird.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it's private or not, but I wanted to ask him if Planky is still playing and if Zoso quit the game. I haven't kept in touch with them, and I kind of miss them.
Uh, yeah, I don't want to speak for Planky, but I still chat with him and I still see him around on Discord and in the game. I didn't catch the other name that you mentioned.
I think she said
Zoso.
Rizzo.
Oh,
No, no,
Rizzo.
not Rizzo.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I know where Planky is. I know everything. I just wanted to see if he's still playing. And Zoso. I don't know how
Zoso,
to pronounce.
Zoso, Zoso, Zoso.
Yes, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it better in English.
I thought Zoso left the game.
Yeah, I spoke to him, but he didn't reply, so I wanted to know if he's still playing or not. I
Hey,
don't want to
Angela,
bother him on this phone.
I'm getting a call right now, and so I missed some of what your question was. I have to jump off to answer the call, but can you just send me a message and I'll happy to answer
Yeah, yeah,
whatever you have.
I'll text you. I'll text you.
Sorry, this phone call keeps interrupting my um, voice chat. All right, sorry guys, got to jump.
No problem. We have any more questions, guys, that we can answer? No. 3, 2. All right. All right, guys. It was a good live stream. A lot of information got put on this, and I think we're gonna end it. You
Oh,
all.
you're gonna end it, and I so miss you. I just entered to hear your voice. Oh, now you're just quitting.
Why does she sound like an Asian lady for a second?
That sounded sexy. Not gonna
Oh,
lie. I think
I'm not Asian. Come on, I'm not Asian.
doesn't matter if you are or not. You made it sound like you were. We have imaginations. That's all it takes.
Well, I'm not Asian. So.
But all right, I'm gonna end the live, guys. Thank you all for showing up.